Ewra, enforce mamsu. What? I by force such yame. Mo yam no.
Once wo pepe.
Oh, wife, we dear men person if you were bekon. If you were with your quasarabo.
Ewrade. Momo kwasori.
Ya papaye.
Ewrade kasoro hwa. What? E be say ba shower kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma e di nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende e rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinche fiera ya wi ya kwasere body fate ke efiera ruti fia say light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi wo boa say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
hwe me catch you play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi say me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate
yeah fiera we nko ade ma abunfu e koto mi
efiera fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwe say adwede nkratoe mo agye atum say eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi papa so ba fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da ko ba ye di ni ahwie fufuo a akode wo nwane
adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma di mini fufuo kakra ba o madie no ene wato metwa ma da pasa aso wo kan na matene nyira
wati ate na make am mebo a
ebo de odi komum na se sia de obra to fufuo ai wo wodwo mo pam na wo ma asiu na wotimu aba na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kam kama ya yefra no need fufuo a
enya no bi na masori ba ntilizi kama me di ye yo
se bia
ma me hwe oh e bia need fufuo eye kama say body fufuo ne mankan fufuo papa bi na wo kan say twan eposim na ede na me se wo kan so ento simanu mpɛ no wa wie wo hwie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura age sa need fufuo a ho ama me koto bi kura ba ne se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de body ne mankan fufuo papa bi
ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mojaduro anopa wi ani anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo a supermarket bia mu
need fufuo a e wo fi a eni gye nko a
FDA ahwe say adwede nkratoe mo agye atum say eye
Utie oha ekchi ponkno Needs FM
Ghana Montie Ode sampabo Kasiabo Kowakata Monsa Amaya sa Kasiabo Onye yimu Nukretrodo Kamadine men kamadine bo Nitafe Muma yentie ABOAGYE 100.9
Kwesi Monkwe
Broni Beka, I was scandalized that NDC unveiled on vice presidential candidate. Now all say, for African borders and boundaries, they are artificial boundaries. Artificial boundaries. Ain't you know, therefore, anybody in any West African country can just come into our country, say, Obechro Nidi, no what to aba. Yebeye West African elections and NASA yebeye Ghanaian elections. NDC for my entiasi. Say omo pese ye running West African elections. Let's understand that clearly. But as far as our constitution is concerned, it is not a West African constitution, a Ghanaian constitution. Inti Busangafo wo Burkina Faso, Moshifo wo Burkina Faso. Ye makwan ana mra makwan se uye Moshi ni nti ubetimi uye Burkina ni kura ubetimi abetro wudin wa Ghana. Uye Busanga ni wo Burkina Faso a inti ubetimi abagana abetro wudin. Inti mi en yusu sa no emfa and incite one ethnic group in this country. Say Edin Tawantawa Ebeba Yamanyoku.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the work of Yaman Woman so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, I will need 100.9 FM.
Is trying our dictatorship. A lot of the things that are happening, closure of radio stations, harassment of journalists, and just recently during this registration exercise, the alienation of people and the questioning of their citizenship, the use of the military to prevent people from registering. It all shows a government that is determined to do everything to hang on to power. President Rawlings was the first president under the Fourth Republic. He ruled this country for 8 years. He handed over peacefully, a peaceful and united country to President Kufuor. President Kufuor was in power for 8 years. He handed over a peaceful and united country to President Mills. I took over in 2012 after the unfortunate passing of President Mills. And I handed a peaceful and united country to President Akufo-Addo. Unfortunately, what nation is President Akufo-Addo going to hand over to me when I take over from 2020? We will bring back the peace and unity of this country. We'll make all our people feel that they belong to this country and that some people do not own this country more than others.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the work of Yaman Woman so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, I will need 100.9 FM.
So, remember last night I told you that something was amiss? I am standing at Viefa where I have a polling station. Somehow, the registration for the voter card is not going on. What is going on now is Ghana card registration, so that it will slow down the registration process. I told you last night, my intuition has never failed me. This is a grand agenda to reduce the votes in Katu South.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the work of Yaman Woman so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, I will need 100.9 FM.
Ghana Muntie, Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie, Ghana Muntie.
All this bo, Cassia bo, Coaca Tamunsa, Amaya sa, Cassia Waye,
Onye Yimu, no Cretrodo, Kamadine bo,
Nita
Muma Yentie, Cassia Waje 100.9.
Kwesi Bonkwe.
Yes, sir. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi so and me mama Kaba no pay. Oti and Cafe Ship House in crying Ghana. And Yama Kwasai. And Nani Lazeo. Voters registration Udin Akom. Meant Nagan Hanum say na men yahu so media me share baton mento. If you are of 18 years and above, if you are of sound mind, why dream mote at the Honomo fine? Sabi, why dream moon cow? Now, I didn't fear to watch a brosho or your Ghana ni mapa. Bomodi answer also betro Obama dia kwa bato ahumanum. Na vote do vote and vote man trana sabi a man fan ko vote ni. We are better my hanum so abesuanku so. Enti bomodi answer wo betro udin wa bato ahumanum ma udin come and any last day. Final face. That'll be, I think, 6 faces, my boy. Aye. And they say that Saturday and Sunday I am mop up. That's what the Electoral Commission for can. How much I say, yeah, memenda any question about mop up no kai. Say Electoral Commission for just say, and yet baby no by us mop up no. And not just say bia why BBC ukwan why be a bibintin went to me and throw ding from day one copy a year now one more day about to a year homa dintro no de baby no. Why be a went to me and throw dino. Memen day I bay ni kwesi day I bay one bay more papa. I know the some district offices. Just I say and a miami be hold see and one bay sa a more papa no. Ain't Shannon so. Nakai who say uncle Treya and obepe kwine. Now wait me a show ding. And I memen dani kwesi da bebo modiana or to me aqua show ding. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedieso and Yawada Yadasuguso.
Register and kick out this non-performing government. It's been 8 years of abandoned projects, 8 years of failed promises. One village, one dam has not materialized.
Hey, I'm a penny that a flag bearer for the NDC. Asemo kind idea after Bimulai so. And near Fiti and Rabe, Beshe. MPP for the year, one more dear papa. I know from Brajo. Sir, I'm a penny that walk out through the DV no Kutani voters ID card, no Wakasana, Wakaso. Ghana fund to a band tier I am a penny, Nanado Danko Kufado. If I say, I'm a penny Babatina, Akunyashi. 8 years of failed promises, 8 years of this, 8 years of that, 8 years of Bibian Koye, 8 years in a month for the okay. I said, Nana do only 8 years old.
Register and kick out this non-performing government. It's been 8 years of abandoned projects, 8 years of failed promises. One village, one dam has not materialized.
Now we are about to say NDC for no MPP for Oma Fani. I Canada can be been and can a fair veteran boy and Kamusun Kamoja. And now by Masoma Moyanisano. A tumwa na ya and also Montiasio. Ya Mamu Bejame can't say Hunche should be a say. Then they buy the Tom Life. If you say a flag bearer for NDC, why confused? Oh, say Nipa di anupe. I know from there say oh ho. Obi anu to me from ana. Maybe 3 years, 8 months. Be obekana. Wakana 8 years. Ebi si any we shira show the ama aye nanado. Share. Opa adwama ha mo shira de enso the ama nanado. Only me why the crash of a sign baby John and Jane, GM and Jane. Nya bributa. And I think come on hopper the bankrata and anyone 70 and 7 woman chair yeah best shots here make also a drink share between the 5 WhatsApp line so 050-372-1744 050-372-1744. Yeah.
Yesterday, they did the same thing. They came and beat up people here. And on Sunday, 4 people were injured and they were sent to the Banda hospital. That you are not. I want, my name is Honorable Amos Bochekukuti. And as an assemblyman for Bui electoral area, I'm an Ewe, but I'm not talking for West, I'm talking for entire Ghana. What is happening here is worrying. And I want the whole world to know what is happening at Bui. The information we have been receiving from the military hierarchies, from the defense minister to the communications director from Ministry of Defense yesterday, I saw their statement. Doesn't reflect the exact thing happening on the grounds. So when I saw some of them, I was forced to react, but nobody was listening. So I want to use this opportunity to let everybody know what happened. The military claiming that they were at the shore because a group of people wanted to attack the people who are coming was a completely lie. They were rather they're preventing women who have children and men from coming out from their boat so that they can come to the community because they thought they are coming to register. I remember very well that the officer, the captain who was in charge, he's a colonel. He doesn't have name tag. The only thing I saw is Adams. He said categorically after 5 hours, when the people could not even wee, and before you allow them to even move out there, he told them that they have also given them only the opportunities to go out there, to go to hospitals or go to funerals, but they don't have any right to go and register. That's the command the colonel has received. That is what he said. Aside that, when the people started moving out there, they came to the center preventing them physically. I have the guys to either challenge some of the military officers that no, you don't prevent them, they are here. The law says challenge them. If they can challenge all of them, challenge them. Another worrying thing is the name. Once you go there, you mention my name, Goche, or any other name, Edem, or whatever it is, or Yaira, you are being challenged.
Asemo. Need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE Jumedi Sino Asiogwe now to the front page of the Daily Graphic. Footbridges on holiday. Pedestrians put lives at risk on roads. EC inaugurates adjudication committee on voters register. And President opens University of Environment and Sustainable Development. That's on the front page of our Daily Graphic. Now, Daily Guide. Nana commissions Eastern University. That's varsity. NDC MPs ran away from free SHS question. And I can't stop chasing witches, says Hajia Filipina. Mami ways, I'm out here. EC gets adjudication committee and NPP Zongo man rewarded for COVID-19. And Ghanaian Times, the new varsity takes off September as President opens first phase of University of Environment and Sustainable Development. And former President Mahama registers for voter ID card at Bole. Mumano, Mumano, no smash, no share. We are not babies with sharp teeth. Omanebo ama okujeto kwachio fosu go bonkers over Criminal Horse controversial book. I will use my second term to industrialize Ghana, says President. Free SHS is valuable than gold, Afinyo marking. That's on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper. All right. To this one, Daily Statement says the more confusion rocks NDC. Trained babies with sharp teeth turn heat on Ahoy. Two further commissions first, ER Public, that's Eastern Region Public University. Let me do this one before Amabeba. Let's see this one. Okay, all right. So the new crusading guide, Rollins had no plan for Ghana. Professor Kwame Ahoy. Oh, Penny, run out here. Any plans, eh? Nana, ya here yan some say city the bankrata na anope enimu nsem boamie.
Yo, me shadow bankrata no enimu ensam no asibiemu eye ne mprenu so a. Daily Statement da bankrata no na me de ehyasie. Na me de hyasie de enim hanom no na wode ensam atowa no a we assembly members. En wo mo de ekọ e de ama Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama. Wo mo se masa ensam a wo kan nyina so oba betwa e kan nyina ya no kure kan wa no tum nam de enya tie. Na eye Electoral Commission womu titina ni ma meje mensa so eda anim hanom ene wo che se eye amanonefo be se edu ena che se sisi eri obakwa gyina court a hwɛ se eni ombeka omo nsɛm so omo e de omo wa be hye se nkomba be registration na afenso nipa miensa na sabre ye bu omo aten a ye de omo akwakotu efiase afenso wo se ndc amanyoko no se ye komu a confusion na e basa ni nyina ye se baby teeth ne sharp teeth ya wodo a ene owura kwam na ahoy e de ensem na atodwa de afa omo ho no ene no so wo so aka bidia akode ama ne pa eti owura Felix Kwachi ofosu e da hanom ena owura Eduardo Mane bo amanso da ha ena owura Samuel okuye to abla kwa wo miensa nyina e da hanom no wo so to bi e de ama ne pa wo se ja sansam na akeka kan ye nkuta sharp teeth bia Ghana man pani na adodankwa akufu adon so ena wono so e da anim hanom a wone mpanifo awodo no akuku dam ejina hanom a wabie university foforo kura ase we no ewo epoyamantamu Eastern region en wo se wo mo emfa ka ho na yemfa empia de suansam so ewo my Ghana mu na entimemua ewo kwan sonko so the new crusading guide obokrata no na me de eto aso na me de to aso wa hanom de a Professor Kwame na Ahoy na ekasa wo hanom yi wo se Ghana man pani dada Jerry John Rawlings na woni hye papa bia e de ma o my Ghana na eda nim hanom bia mu so a taso so na watch say court sabre ya kasa de wo se king awa royal family no e de akwakwakwodan wo mo say ebe hia papa yie se wo mo ebe yi military fo no anasa asrafo no a wo mo de o mababa begu sha osudoku lance wo no mo no anasa asase ne so a wo mo de ebo o mo hu no wo mo mama yi o mo amfiri wo no eno ne betimi aboa pa the new crusading guide obokrata no animu eno no meto aso a the Ghanaian type da obokrata no na me de eto aso eno wo chese Ghana man pani na adodankwa akufu ado sabre ya ye kasai eye first phase ye University of Environment and Sustainable Development no wabi ano enti wo mo ba be hya ase no mo di adidwuma ena owura Magdan so e de abasobonsa mekode ama Ghana man pani na adodankwa akufu ado ne na aban se 100 billion Obatampa COVID-19 recovery planner waye no eno so wo bona abaso pa ebetimi aboa e wo kwa asonko so Ghanaian time do bokrata akro ya e che ekwan ya yemfa so nhye face mask wo se men hye face mask ntwe meto abodwiase e na afenzu hye face mask na men hye sa woni obi be che na bia wo be ga se e na mini face mask o ma me odi eri ba akwa na wa hye kakra mfa ma me e na wo se yenye ne saa afenzu wu yi face mask na eno ye ntoma de ye ya pam bi onya surgical ones no eno so wo se wu yi a yifiri wasomachi enhwe se bia wo be yi face mask no wa bra wo se enipa bebre no aben na wo yi face mask no wo mo ben wa hye face mask ko pem se obedu ba bia wo se honom no enipa bebre no enhye da emben wo sa Ghanaian time da obokrata eno Daily Graphic da obokrata no na ekasa wo hanom a wo se holiday ye etwa mu ye bena dai ene pedestrians wo mo so wo mu nyuso foot bridge ne kra na ya asem said dan nyina we obi atafa yi so a yi highway so a foot bridge wo hopa so na pedestrians ene wo mu etwa e de fa barricade ne so ne keka ka ho na wo mu di hurihuri saa na car no ebobobobo wo mu ebe wi etwa we ka se ne fiefo eti ano no wo ka se wo mu de wo mu kwato esane ye mu ebena de ye etwa amu no na so wo mu enhye da obi wo em so osuro height ni nti no wo be so ba kofo yi no ene foot bridge ne kura na nani so akobidi no eno so ene da ha no mo de afutu ekode ama Ghana fo na Electoral Commission so inaugurate ana so o mada bedwako bi de a we ne from adjudication committee a o mbaba behwe na voters register no ye double registration ne multiple registrations ya wodo ewo mu no wo mehwe yi wo mu nyina ede afiri mu Ghana man pani so suku akwakọ bia no eye entoaso su suapon no akwakọ bia no ewe poyamantamu no ene no so Daily Graphic de obokrata no ebo ye ho amane meto aso a me de Daily Guide de obokrata no ena me de eto aso ya ma me Sharina Muhammad a dodo na ata frɛ no Hajia Filipina a wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔno de wɔno no wɔso wɔ ani a ɔde hu abaifo wo hu no wɔ mo paa eti so wonya akyew sɛ ɔyɛ abaifo de obesi ba mo ankasa kɔfim sɛ obeti na nanom wɔn se do wɔbo ya ma me abrewa abasiriwa wonya mfinhyia de ɔkono e ma kyɛ sɛ maame no ne nkwa kana efiri ne nsa kra ene yɛde na akɔ gyina kɔɔto a wɔse na o magistrate o kra yare bi ɛyɛ ɔno metimi asa ma na efiri uso saa pepe na ɔkɔ ka na wɔse wontumi nya sɛ ɔnchi abaifo obetimi a obekye obekɔ so akye wɔn nti ɛno de wɔn ntumi stop no ɛna zongo MPP for nso a wɔn wɔ hɔ no mo nso no wɔn se mpanimfoɔ bi nso abɔ MPP zongo man bi nso aba so a ne nyinaa waboa ɛse yɛbɛtumi akɔ COVID-19 no ɛno nso so ɛda ha no mo ɛna isi nso wɔn adjudication committee a wɔn ate a yɛde ba bɛboa na multiple registration no yɛtumi ayiyi de free registration yɛ ɛkɔ ɔsoro no mu no ɛno nso no wɛda anim ha no mo ɛna wɔse NDC foɔ nso MPC o ɛna wɔn mu ɛyɛ run away wɔ ha no saa no wɔse wɔn mu run away ɛde afiri 3SHS questions awodoɔ bi a yɛtotɔ de ama wɔn mo ɛwɔ ɛho meto aso a mede the chronicle da obokrata no ɛna mede ɛto aso meto aso wɔ ha no mo wɔse we are not babies with sharp teeth wei ɛyɛ ɔmane boama afei owura kugye to ablakwa kwachifosu wɔn nyinaa na de nsɛm ɛkɔde ama ayi papa kwa me na awɔ sɛ onya saa ne controversial book no mu nsɛnsɛm ne deɛ wɔkeka kasa na wɔn kuta sharp teeth no wɔn se ɛnam wɔn de yɛ nneɛma bi nsɛm fata no ɛna wɔse ɛnte saa bia court nto saa bere nso wɔse mampɔnhene wɔ restraining and asɛ wahyɛ no sɛ wɔde tabona to no so sɛ nka jamasa hene no anka ɔba ba besie no sisi a ɔntwentwan na se ansa na wɔpem sɛ wɔn de nhyefa begu akwan mu a wɔn betimi ehunu kwan yɛ wɔso wɔn fa so no wɔn ɛyɛ no Ghana man pani na adodankwa akufo adon so kasa wɔ ha no wɔhyɛ ne siutu ɛna wɔde ne kiki no atim na nipa na wɔkasa wɔ no wabie na anum kakra na ne nyina no yɛ white na ɔbɔ tie black na ne kasa yɛ ne nyina nie wɔse Ghana foɔ ɛma no akwanya no sa to aba ne ma ne bie mu a the second term no ne ɔde ba bɛyɛ nyina ɛyɛ industrialization ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ mfidi dwuma awodoɔ no a ɛne ɔbɛyɛ ɛwɔ my Ghana ha no paa me yanso yɛ hunu sɛ ampa wɔyɛ nana ɔse adeɛ yɔ ɔno ɔka wɔyɛ papaapa owura fanyoma kenso na ɛkasa wɔ ha no mu wɔse 3SHS no ɛsombo se Ghana isika ɔkɔ ɔkra enti ayɛ amama yɛ nya ne sɛ na aso obi pɛsɛ mi nkumnya bi ntin wɔde ɛyɛyɛ ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛda the chronicle da ɔbɔkrata no anim na the daily despite da ɔbɔkrata no anim ha no wɔkyɛ sɛ efia bi ne aduonu voters register ɛne nea ɛkeka ka ho ɛne ɛyi me firi ha no ɛno nso ho nsɛm no wakukyiri bi ɛde agu ne krata no
medase mamenka ɔma no so na menni ɛyɛ Dr. Strayboy Kwaku ɛyɛ Director of Electoral Services Electoral Affairs ma ɛyɛ Electoral Commission yɛne no ɛni nkɔmmɔ anɔpɛi dɔk ɛdase mu akɔ ababa NIT FM so na mpo mu te sɛn yɛgu so nkakrankra dɔk ɛdase obisa so ɛna ne da ɛtwa toɔ abatoɔ din hwɛ a yɛtwerɛ ɛhoma no meboa okay and so deɛ na woka kyerɛ amanfoɔ titire bi ɔmutie ɔmutimi ɔmudin anko ɛyɛ ɛhoma yi mu ɔmutimi twerɛ
na mɛka no sɛ aseda no yɛde ma nyame sɛ ɔne adi yie ɛm sɛ bosom no sia no da tɔ so aduasa 30th June na ɛhyɛ aseɛ na ɔde kakrakra bɛdu na ya ɛtɔ so aduasa nwɔtwe dodoɔ no atwerɛ mu din na kakakra nti wɔ gyidie sɛ nyambo a nnɛ ɛbɛwie no na ɔma msom twerɛ no din deɛ ɔma ayɛ but still yɛbɛnya 1 or 2 bi a ebi wɔn kwa no wɔ isolation afei na time aso obuso ma afei na wɔnyɛ mfe du nwɔtwe nso time aso nti ɛsi na ɛsɛ ahɛ deɛ there were 267 district offices. If I am using to a mass uncle for no year, maybe never any question and I'm saying, thank you. We say, with the knife and a dinner
I'm say, none more the 2 dresses is your cradia. Seniana, Nipadodo amo namo she crase be a meeting at true with the name say, target in the Kramabro so me boy.
Yes, but it's between 15 and 15 million. By 15 that. To me, when you really be move for now, but if I'm coming to say, less than I was a no, Nipania 16.8. And last year, limited registration 1.2 plus. And the issue I say limited registration 1.2 say last year no. Next year the country team point 18 million.
Okay.
And the number 15 16 kwa next year they will it may be 1.5.
Okay. Na say mama yenyanti enso say multiple registration je say ebinim a wono de en wo ma twero mu din na wo ma san kwa twero bebi foforo biom say na saa de ne te
That's it. They say biometric. But now I'm sure the station is offline, you know. So what you know is actually now there. But what you know, if you are who need, no go ahead, but not please, no go to if you move. And the trading in area on a daily basis now is 40 dinner material for head office one Accra. Our data center. Now if you didn't hear what we call duplication. So nipa 12 million also net would be shapa. If you didn't do wow, the ability to no match 12 million now, Munsa and no money and no data no I say, oh yeah, from Kwana say womb dada. And if I do duplication.
Okay.
And over CI 91, Regulation 27 now, I say, a year duplication in area, Yanti committee, no committee name share. Do one, if you didn't say, oh my, no, and Kura near you, maybe near a young Dinao. The third duplication is good. The Baya companies more popular than every week. One name grabber. I saw one name or the match with all the other remote system that can well. And the way of you know, creating your offline, but we are online there and you can tell me what that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Now, a lot of machine researching the offline, but we are online and we check network. I go from now, I say, only in the anytime. We are now the watch you can. But we are offline there, it takes time. And I'll cut all your offline, it takes more than 1 year.
Okay. Ain't by offline, maybe I tea for our multi, our Monty Ascenche say, and ya dear, mu use above internet set in Kaitru now automatically and internet and Nabi Biako. I know Moya Meboa.
And one of them be in
na doc ebi nso akasa sade ebam se mo chechem te say no pe chechem mama ba betini anim difo no bi nso say enti sika bebre electoral commission for say mfidie ne ekoye say ni say na multiple year registration ni sade omosom te say wo mo nsa dan hu adkonti ye sade me so say what be
enti the be am ka say theory nko na practical nko adwuma bi asa wo ye na say wan mahu a wo nti ase ena me chem say unse Ghana National Education Board. Some of your education, almost about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they are online. And because of your online registration, and no, because time your network will from now. And I'm kind of a network company. And they don't know, and yet easy, sir. But let me registration be at the end offline. And if you didn't have a car, if you didn't have a car, a toy, a boy, a cotton today. And then you can't boy internet. That called police stations. And you share and I share no one you could sooner hear. And now in some cases, and I'm saying trading were offline. And until now, CI91, I'm making room there. We are so you do duplication. No, we are even online from Madame making more problems. And even a national grid from to be a duplication. If you do some way operating online, and that's so simple, sir. From the way and offline, and that is in line with the law. As the CN91 Regulation 27, I'm not for duplication and adjudication. The issue of Serbia, if you did 20 now, and then if you didn't sit them out, we would near the court system. It's mere duplication. If you didn't sit now, now we are cooking the people who say first machine and use, there is an average of 70. We know it's an average of 150. Some centers that could be 300. And that's the difference.
Okay. Now about yedi in command about target say be and if I do dokra mo hwe nim se nka o betimi atwe mu din kra no. I say aso kra bro so yi. Ebi ensemo a wo so mo kan pese me ju adwen che kakra ho say wetina ya political parties ya na bem say the big crowd is born bom say electoral commission mu kra mo timi kan and na register bloated and bloated. Enti se target yenya kra ma bro so a na sa asema na ye kan say ne ade bloated se figure yenim da dai kra na akra ade kra burusi
me that's it bloated ya kan ne package yes e wufo owo kra no Yeah, currently, let's say, was it here? No, Nipa Umia 16.8 million. 16.8. And last year, limited registration is at 1.2. In the Asia, to be a this year, limited registration is at 1.2. And get a 16.2 and Cabana 18 million. Now, with this, let's say, may GDC cost about 16.5. 16.5, let's say, new current one now. 16.8 and sound and limited account for 18. Just relax. It will be as an example near you, they are reducing them by 1.5 or 2 million. So that is a good cano and a grandpa.
Now, Mrashe Bejin, parliamentary candidate ma NDC Ketu South, Ablanji Fagomashi, Asembia Cameroon, some of the crate P, Nasem with Tifabia or Monte, which has we who say. Biabi wo Ketu South of Vipe we hu ono koye no instead of say mo staff no omo be register man phone to the voters registration no book no rather who say no mo ye Ghana card registration sa asemi mo de krata PHH mu but tetefo bi omo kan krata bi no dian e na mo kan mo se dian ma me na asemi o kan nya no kre
me no de be kan say ada say wan tunu bo ase ahwehwe mi ye anase na ombeso be kan no kre nti o tumbo ase hwe mi ye dia na say no na say no kre no ombeso be anase bi obi na man so be share correct the thing is ye machine no ene na iPhone ni joken bia na some of these things more media person plus with me akọ but ma so bi akọ no nta akọ check na akọ say do no kan ye na the Electoral Commission kan ye na no kre no so na etete ama yan ko from mo twem di wo Catholic school ana ifo so yo mo di wo Catholic church distance no about 150 meters and the be akọ to say o mo twem di wo Catholic church maybe so be that na Electoral Commission di no wo hi na ja cho say dey no Catholic school indi anya no ko say yan twedi ama national education for and I'm going to national education for no mo dey be o mo ye no online. Yeah, system no offline. There's no facility but my online, and there's no way you between trading them. And now we are copy and say any card me code laminate, and no card me emre. Now I can go for the near port come the laminate and no anything. And to be a trading be an autonomous of your boat. And who crowd on with a crowd that John never carried them in the crowd. Obi wa trading the bones Electoral Commission card different from national education card. Nti do ka no anya no kure na anya no kure nkeze ada se bia wan trumbo ase am mo hu difference no ana se bia wa se na on pose ba kan kure.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, na si minim se bia bibi wa be pese be tia Saturday and Sunday na mo ye mo papa no hu
ba se sanity na mo papa no ye se ade do na am so joru ma kure be yo go ma we bia ka COVID ba ye wa isolation ana so bi o ma fe no nya 18 years ndi e ma 2 days no so so for mudi the back can say nyame ni edidi ye
is it because of the numbers intina mo ka say nipa dodo na atro mudi no
o say the is a cost centers be we now mo bi ngo be ye ko no kwa ho be be first it me Henderson over and because 5 maybe 10 so the results is the people are not there because the machines need to work so no o mi nko kwa matro mudi so the problem what they are saying about say is that begin say one cause won't say obi kwa line so obi kun dokwa wo line so first net no so the results are on the ground net is nipa no is ntina nipa kwa nipa hall say the time bokwa ko to line over bia
okay all right Dr. Bedasi na ejeomu no akoto awedwuma so na me sharp no pay Dr. Shiboko Ekuye, Director of Electoral Affairs, my Electoral Commission, and pay need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE. Some updates, so far, no registration, send a see corner, ye diun common matters, and no sweep film in semi, PP film ba, na ya check a crowd, mammy, need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE soon as you go and pay, and come on, question us our drink, shall bet me their fire, home true for WhatsApp, no so now, dear ba 0503721744, 050372 1744.
Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE.
All this bo, Kasia bo, Kowaka Tamon
onye yimu no kretrodo kamadine men kamadine bo mama yentie kwesi ABOAGYE 100.9
kwesi bonkwe
Trust young queen mamembra na nama ho na de bankrata and common se ne sitie wo emu no yen sha se na nama yen tie nsem no
yo me sha se dia am the daily graphic da wakrata no na me de e sha se na me de food bridge dia no na me de edi kan se de yen nyina yenim se dani de nyina Ghana fo ya na to bi wo no kra highways ahodo so se yenye food bridge mpo wo so Ghana fo be bo sudwatre saa tiatemu na abanmra me food bridge mayo abamra meye bridge mayo ne atimi afaso onya sa ye twaka akwamu aka betimi aboye ene nyame ya adom ene aban na bɔ mmɔden na ne echa se Ghana aban ahodo omo akwa omo aba bebire no aye food bridge CB dia maye na so holiday ye twa mu yi we ni kra mponya holiday ye twa mu yi o daily graphic da gbakra ha che se omo de bosome ba aku na si wo no mo a wo mo de ye so omo de hwa sa de we wo mo si akwa bi ti se Ghana for dodo no asuro height etie bia wonam food bridge ne so accident so biri ne so aye ne so obeti ahwe o sade ye o etie ne won kwankwa food bridge ne kura na so se ebi wo ho no mo su se food bridge no ba bia wo kɔ no embe okra nte fe na me kwakofo na masasa machi aba ba bia me ene anya de a me kwakofo food bridge no wo bon se highway no a cars di akwantwamu hwi no na wa huri barricade no na baba be sika akwanim no asa afuru biem no asa huri no asa besim no ahuri enti ayi aban na yagye no se ye ba ya se de wo hokra mpo no a Ghana ni nsuro se ya na se pedestrian ni bi wo ho a won nsuro se wo be wo saa ne ma ni nyina atrasen se enkoba ko foot bridge no na je se wagye ne kra nkwa eno na ye Ghanaian time do bokrata ahye se me ye bina de ye twa mu ne de na enye kora wom se na enye kora wom bo apro ko hwehwe Ghana ntwea so ba bi titiru nkran ha no mo ene Madina Zongo Junction wono mo ene foot bridges awodo wo Ghana ntwea so ba bi wo so okoye no aswatafo kora afo barricade ne na wo zen wono hwe aswatafo bi wo atenta esuda pempemu a wase hyensuo ewo mu se dan no wasa de afo barricade na se ka akobɔ wo a na wo ye ne den nti daily graphic say yemfa ento pedestrian nim say yesra mu foot bridges na ewo wonom no aye amomfo na ye wo nkwa na hia o afenso wo mo say as a foot bridge no mpanifo ani hya da nkwa wo sa de si e wonom na agofo de aye adwadi bia a wo mu didwa ene obekɔ no first no ya hyedwa wo so say den Pepsodent ni o brush ni o wan ni o mpaboatonfo ni omo wo honom na omafa ba bia agi aboso saa ye ka hwe ya wo mo entinti eno so omo twempanifo adwene e de abawo sa ade ne yanka sa ye dwade bia ye se ye ya manipa afa so enti yenye emma ni enye yie na wo se wo a wo beye wo adwene se wo betia mra e wo sa akwan no so no section section 2012 section 154 no e kire se that would boost our road traffic regulations and a etwa say ya ma fine and that etwa fine bi e de ma wo ne do court ne bi sa say de ba de ntin why adwene say won for foot bridge no na ubetwitwa kwan mu sa na saka akobo zizi abeka say e ofiefo na so ni nyina no ase empanifo ayi wo mani afiri ho enti yenkwaso amada wo no ensu e wo sa kwan se na be ya Ghana fo beti ase na foot bridge no wo ma akoso afaso na obi bia amfa ne ankwa nkoto esane yemu metu aso dia daily graphic do bokrata anu na me de etu aso na me de etu aso no na wo kasa e wo hanum yi a wo kire se aban no senka be yi a enkroma nani ekọ eye lip beneficiaries no ekwan yo mfa so omoju o musika pa na de omo baba be ye ne sesisi a no wo musika no eye ye maame mpanifo ne papa no mpanifo no a aban ni sika kakra so o masene na obese odi yi o mu free onyado so po obi won mo kra mpo a woni dweta kitikiti bi mpo ene wodi ahwe na tetena mu nsem enam se abusuani enhyada eni ne ho eti wo mo ye ne kakra kakra na o ma usika busumi biane ama kakra busumi biane ama kakra wo mo se nanka kane no ebi mu no a eye yi switch ene wo mo de kokoyi wo musika no ana so wo mo de nya wo musika no ekwa bi so no na ebi nso fa kwa bi so no wo mo so ede nya wo musika no na no wo ma hu ne se ase ebre kakra ewo mu eti ebre na ewo mu oni nti no wo mbeso wo mo de eye ne mobile money mom enti bosome so ya ene wo do number na mom correct nko ade a na ya se edam wonkọ baabia na usika no wo lip ayi no ababa beto wo mobile money account ni mu a wo betimi ayi sika no na we no eyade ya ma Mrs. Morrison to edwa ewo empanifuo anase ye mame mpanifuo ne ye mame ye papa no mpanifuo yi animu anase lip beneficiaries ne wanimu ebro kokopie mu ewo emfifini mantamu na woni omo etwetwe enkomo efa kwan ye omefa so a ni nyina no won betimi dia monitor lip beneficiaries na kwan ye betimi agege dwom sika ni nyina ene wode ensem ni nyina ede atudwa na titiru ba bi kuro kopie mu paa no eya aguna nya akrom aguna West municipality ni mu ena ewo won mfimfini mantamu ene woni empanifuo kokodi nkomo a wo mo kyese anamo asisi a wo mo ba betu na wo mo de aboa saafo nyina ewo kwan sonko so no eno no meto so ewo kratafa to so dumi yensa wo no na kratafa to so dumi yensa no Ghana fo ya tete se Ghana mampani na adodankwa kufu ado adodejeta wakwakọ bie University of Environment and Sustainable Development ya ni nyina no ewo epoye mantam Eastern Region na we na eba beboa ma apemadisuansam e de akonkan ye papa akwakọ ye bi se we nu akọye bi te ye di susudua bi atoso anase susudua ye de ato wo no mo hwese ye de betimi atu onyado sopuo ase ewo ebibre mantamu anase ewiase fa na nyina ene titiru ebibre mantamu mu se hia bi adokro wo mo no na ese waye nhihye ya wodo no ana ye de betimi de ato wo no ebi pia adisuansam ebi pia apomodensam ebi so epia eye ahonedie ensam eti we no University of Environment and Sustainable Development ya tuapon we so eba beboa ahwese yensa asesem ene ne wose ye ne ho ntoto yensam ni nyina no ebetimi akonkan edwadie ensam nso ekeka ho anase akuaye ensam nso nyina mpo no ewo mu a ni nyina na ebetimi aboa ma Ghana fododo no a enya enwuma aye wa bra wo mo de omo akwakọhye sukuu yi mu na wachese we no first batch a wo mo ede eba be ya anase first phase ene wo mo awie no sikabotin a wo mo de ye no 45,575,000 and dollars euros kra and wo mo ede ya wo mo 13 lecture halls ewo mu and afeyin nso nipa dodo a betimi akọ wo mo video conference wonum ni nyina na say dan betimi afa lecture center no ebetimi afa nipa be se 1,545 afa video conference room nso wo mu computer research rooms nso wo mu offices awodo nso ewo mu ene multipurpose hall block ene eniamekeka ka ho a ebetimi aboa ama de botaye nti omde ye sukuu ni nyina no ebetimi abamu a daily graphic de obokrata ndi ababeto ne krata fa etoso dumi ensa hono
yakwa mano sina yakwa kodi nkomo se nansi mwenche ye na book bia opini ba ko ye member of the NDC and Professor Kwame Hoy working with Rollins wadane di na book ipie no den sem su di echi ama NDC amanyokuo no kasa ho na ku from Volta Youth Network den sem ya baba tudwa ye ko na ye ne om coordinator Fidel Richard Agbeko Bedi na ye ne no edi nkomo anope wo masem a wo mo kan krata wo de pi abonten wo mo kan say Volta Youth Network responding to Professor Kwame Ahoy's scandalous book Fidel ya da asemo akwa baba ni TFM so
me that Emma me didn't answer my what for especially man.
Okay. So mukwe musi a friend Volta Youth Network. Okay. So o kan ho asema and say den mabuna mu feed the Volta region. Okay. All right. Na krate same tier that so musi Volta Youth Network respond to Professor Kwame Ahoy's scandalous book. Chichimu so openi Kwame Ahoy ni homa watro ye working with Rollins no enyamo de wo hu
pacho de di enye de ba pacho mami me fi assignment a check akra nti me tree no aye bibi
enya bad nti enya bad fafra sa ne enko
yeah pacho ohwe moma na Professor Kwame Ahoy actually na working kind of an agenda to push your founder and every party no na enye ononko Omwa, you're from Forces of Truth. Omu edi omujidi. Ana omujidi ewo party no. Ni bontaya party ni wo higher probity, accountability, and social justice. Ye gidi ewo muno. San kofowe and a book now, Professor Ahoy Atrono. I attempt to say a bit piayen akweche. Senebe ya omu onbeji party no aboso. Na adia enye wudi dia. Upe di akofa. Ena se would akbofra on the major na enino. I must back will say that person is scared. So yes, first Professor Ahoy in the book way. Timing is wrong. Timing of the book is wrong.
Okay. All right. So Mami Busao
context is not correct.
Okay. You about the timing in your car, but Mami Busao, Sasa me are okay, sir. Book no. Yeah, but specifically if you muti ni sanya we sia kan. Dia na obetimi aka poten so okay. ABC the way I na enunti efi se bia agenda no. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine there. What say some time ago there was an issue with babies with sharp teeth near you. So one way to me to not say Muna mu format ma pass and colana yeah from babies with sharp teeth no. Say omu kasa etia the founder. Then it means there's an evil agenda. One. Now say what to mean to eternate. Eki kan sema wow see esi man for beburia omu at the time on say and see here. Now what to me sure I will book mu the man from king kind. Now ebisa why? Then I will say what achieving the I will say open more while we did a man with 19 years. Onu na ama wu ahoy any one we no more about political prominence. As I want to meet Nati, a dream side the way, and I say one you now to meet trust and yama where. Let me say there's an evil agenda, there's an ulterior motive, and that must be handled in a particular way.
Okay.
So we are only asking the party hierarchy to hold them to order, because that action, if it is not nipped in the bud, may have their consequences for the party and for our forward movement and for our victory come December 2020.
Okay. Now, may I sure say can babies with sharp teeth. Edini be a BMC to say Bia Oti Dr. Mane Boama Oti Honorable Samuel Kujeto Black Oti Kwatio Fusu. Some penny for you na my babontin because look, woman him sadi wonshi. Enya dia no kre se womono yeshada se okay munko na munko didi e man pinyi dada running satem se matia no so
yatia no so enti enumpo na ma book no aye an academic and uneducative, unacceptable, scandalous, treacherous and so on. So that even comes to buttress the point there. In penny forward no omo agenda because certain color where mo amusi omo and I'm one attitude almost a kata etia former president. No more my babon to say and then you cry. There's a book near my woman in answer and then you cry. I'll say to cry. So
yeah.
So it means that the agenda is more than just writing a book. The agenda is more than just writing a book.
Okay. And what about timing? What is your agenda and move? What about timing? So if you say Sabre woman no enya bra say omuyi book ni di pie bra bra na wusu
but you see onimi ebe kan no krea uba wu say you see how to wa che kra we to nam no den to wa che be to nam kra
menti ase ni aka menti ase
the system is hard. The hardship that has engulfed this country is unbearable.
Okay, so until you say, "What to watch? I won't mean to na monka home."
obeton amaton kusia.
Enti uto wacha untimi nto kusia ne nam kra uti osisi ai.
It does say obeton kusia nko anasa obeton nam nko untimi nto ni nembo. It's a no first no. It's a untimi nya ni sa. Yes, I will comedy o ma ofie.
I see.
That is. Enti no a man for a vampire. Ma NDC say yembra na anapati ni mra back na omeji omufisa hardship we mu na wo pinyimu a wo ye NDC wa wo from say wo ye NDC ni a wo ye pinyi wo NDC na at this time na wo be chiro book way. I'm restraining myself from using harsh words. You understand? But this is balderdash. This is just treacherous and very, very unacceptable.
Inti muhu ni se ntema wo book no betumi ama mo lusu ho o mampanyi
and yes ebe ma ye lusu election. But at the nticheye ana yaw ebe bre amanphobia on betumi aboa ma yama aye smoother.
Okay.
Do you understand? For example, the former president, no matter what, he has a following. You cannot rubbish that. He has a following. And so are other people in the party, including our very self. You see, now at this moment, Obia said, okay, we are uniting. We are united in purpose to rescue this nation from the tantrums of corruption and so on. Now, once we decide we have that means I won't pay a year, no.
I see.
Won't pay a year, no.
I see. And you will pay for any
for from any among kata nasa book scandalous book way they should withdraw it. Paying for friend and then in kata among canon nasa book way. You should withdraw it. That's all we are asking.
No, bet me a juma dear. If you say bet me a juma.
Why not? Why not? If you have a lot of books have been called from the market, even if you are even calling paracetamol from the market, you are calling drugs from the market. We could call the book. We withdraw the book. It's just a statement. You should just withdraw the book. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So only books need a fee system no more.
Yes. You should withdraw it.
Enti when you say I know their number say
that one we won't put it on air. We have our plans. We have our thoughts. We are not going to do anything that would derail the purpose.
Okay.
The forward movement of the party. But we know how to handle such issues, and we are a formidable group in the water region.
Okay.
And we know how to handle such matters.
Okay. All right. So so far Niamati is saying registration costs Voter Youth Network, say follow, monitor.
Oh, we have been part of the registration. We just returned from Ketu South, and then we came to meet. That's why we are even aghast, because whilst we are in the trenches working to ensure that people are not intimidated to register, then you sit in your cubicle somewhere and come up with this. So that is the intimidation has been, in a way, has not helped the registration process. But all well and good. Our people have been resilient. Our people have been bold, and they've done what they have to do. I think that is good.
Okay, Fidel, you better see the best you're saying. I mean, sharper. All right, Fidel Richard Agbeko Bedi, a coordinator for Volta Youth Network. Omokrata and with the AP, Asima Omo editor, and this in Penny for him. Say, Professor Kwame Ahoy in the book working through Rollins. No, Mufi say, Nyadi about at this time, NT and Penny for ne Papari and Casopeni Casana, only book no, and fame free assistant. I'm sure a lot of people so Akasafa home, our mocho my dream, any high bet me, aha, a year NDC. Amanyo Kono, former President Rollins Crown, so Akasa Afa Hon, I watch say, Sa near Coco show in Yinano, Oman bet me aha, a NDC, Amanyo Kono, Papa. Need 100.9 Ghana Montier soon as you go and Yawada, a year August, need that also yen, Cow say, and then need that a chat to Electoral Commission, a year registration, voters ID card, wontro wodin a bomodian say obekọ na wakakotro wodin and then there a chat so you have today by close of day na wetimi atro wodin messages comments ni be aba mami fa kakra mfentwem ni enko eni ma no pay. Tay from Finland says the traffic light SHS was only going to produce half-baked graduates. And Nanado was warned, but he's only interested in politics and power. That's why I think Nanado deserves the disrespect he's getting from these half-baked students. Don't encourage that, Tay. Don't encourage that. Well, to one here from Kujo Trumpets, Bubuashi says, I can't just understand ex-President Mahama about what he's saying of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo. Please, I want to ask, what is he striving for? That's a Kojo Trumpet with that one. Citizen Francis, NPP Facebook caucus says NDC can even drink the sea dry. They will lose the 2020 election. Period. That's Citizen Francis. Yauza from Swami says former President JDM and his NDC have no convincing messages for Ghanaian electorate as we are approaching the 7th December 2020 election. Yauza from Swami. Fellow Ghanaians, do register and protect your ID card and vote out this impotent NPP government from power. Nothing is working under this weak government. Eric Okonu from La Paz. President Nana Akufo-Addo, you begged Ghanaians to try you and see. We have tried you and we haven't seen anything. And you want 4 more years again? Isa from Insawam Zongo. Rainbow from Kaswa says we are left with 3 months to election. And up till now, we've not heard any campaign message from the NDC. All we hear from them is complaint, attacks, and insults. Rainbow from Kaswa. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi Suno Asiogwe. Now to this one from Kwejo Edu Pako. President Concerned Patriot of Facebook says, Kwesi, now we all have seen how frustrated, confused, and tired GM is. Now NPP has ruled for 8 years. Lastly, I can confidently say that the NDC that I can know in. Okay, I'll just pause right there. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi Suno. Feel free to me do adrin share about 05037 21744. 05037211744. And I pay need 100.9 Ghana Muntie.
Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie.
All this bo. Kasia bo. Kowaka temunsa. Amaya se. Kasia waje.
Onye yimu. No cretrodo. Kawagile men kamadini bo. Mama yentie. Kosi ABOAGYE 100.9.
Kwesi bonkwe.
My uncle, me and Toss on pay need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi so and now Asiogwe. Nanama, that one crata.
Me say so mo bia mo am de chronicle do bokrata no e na me de to aso e wa hanomo. Na me to aso wa hanomo de Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama ne nsem a wakwagina simpia ni mu aka bie a ni nyina no na wode to Ghana Association of Assembly Members animuo e wo enkran no e na cha se wokoka se o se nyame ya adom na wo mo to aba ne mano na so sa be fa Ghana benwa ni di hwo be ye mampani bie mu a na aban no o mo ba bua papa ma Assembly Members no wo memo omo akomasika ene ebusumi bia wo beti hurum na akoto account na se wo so wo de aboa na empuntu asembia na ye pre won botem no why ne sa pepepe na eno waka ensem we no Assembly Members no so a reply enti chronicle do bokrata no e de mampani e de na woka ye no ene wo de ato wo no mampani dada mfa ncheme ene wo mo de reply no so ababeto form na ahanmo so Asante Caucus of New Patriotic Party Assembly Members ene wo mo so de nsem no e kwade amaga na mampani dada John Dramani Mahama say da kan yenya tie da bia ba ntro sa na atwa da bia wo pra benwa ntro sa na atwa wutwa ntro sa ma akukọ kura mpo a yawo no kura foforo kura timi hu se papa wutwa ntro ene wo mo say se wo se wo ba be ma Assembly Members ka na bosome so a wetua eka ne ya de aboa mampuntu esem atimi akonkan what ne we he ebi kransi wo wiase nyina ada na ye adwuma kakra na ye no kura mpo no sika kakra wo se eba no eba de maye enti dia bio na wo ba ka sansem no ɛna ɔsɛ enipa dodo a wɔn som saa kuo wɔ yi a wɔn nyinaa anwe wɔn se a wɔn ɛka bi ɛde agu Ghana mampani dada John Dramani soɔ no wɔn ɛsom 1,580 a wɔ no yɛyi wɔn de firi mensiri ne mu nyinaa mekyerɛ 43 district a ɛwɔ Asante region no emu ɛna wɔn aka bɔ mu a wɔn nyinaa ɛde saa nsɛm no ɛkɔ ɛde ama wɔn so wɔn onya aka koraa na wɔn nya atie wɔn so ɛbrɛ Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama kasa wie ya na wɔn so yɛ press conference ɛna wɔn so sɛ gye na deɛ ɛbɛyi ɛwɔ wɔn so kɔkɔ yɛ press conference no ɛwɔ ase benada yɛ atwa mu ɛna wɔn so tena ase a wɔn de nsɛm ne nyinaa no ɛde ɛkɔɔyɛ ɛde ma Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama sɛ wɔn nya deɛ a wɔn bɛgye ne nsɛm no a wɔn ɛka no adi ɛnɛ anaasɛ kyena eti wɔn nyae ɛka no wɔn so ɛnyae etie na ɛyɛ local governance expert Professor Kwame na Awoy ne nsɛm a wɔde abɛto dwa bi a nsɛm no ɛyɛ buuku a wɔatwerɛ nwoma a wɔatwerɛ de aba abɔntene na buuku no ni title ni was working with Rollins sɛ wɔne ɛyɛ mampani dada Jerry John Rollins edi nsawosoɔ adwuma mu no nneɛma awodoɔ no a wɔhu wɔ ne nkyɛn ɛna wɔka sɛ baako bi a wɔde aba abɛto abɔntene akɔyɛ nsɛm pinso a ɛneɛ NPP for any NDC for twen sra ne abasa wakyɛ sɛ ama confusion asi wɔ NDC amanyɔkuo no mu a saa bere yɛ kasa kurampo no kyɛ sɛ demonstration kura nya ebetimi akɔso protest kura nya ebetimi akɔso a ne nyinaa protest no na wodi anim kase pa yan kasa mampani dada Jerry John Rollins wɔ se NDC amanyɔkuo sɛ ebra na Ghana mampani dada Professor John Evans Atamu si adwaso no se ekoba se ebia wo no ka asem bi na wo se asem no eyade ye nkasa ntwi a ekọ ede atia Professor John Evans Atamu se a ya hyada afa nkrofo bi te se okujeta blaka ene omo keka ho ne ya tre ni omo kwan omo fa so a omo nyi sa nsem no ano etia ne Jerry John Rollins kasa ya pani kasa ya no omo so aba na ne omo aba besom we se nyesa yidi ya atamu o na emom no wɔn bɛyi na nnɔɔ maka sɛ ebi asɛm na ɔka n'anim ɛna den na ntumi nkasa ntia ɛma mpanin saa ɛna nkɔfoɔ no so aba abɔnten na wɔn so abɛka sɛ owura Kwame na Awoy nsɛm na wɔn so wotwotwo obuuku no mu wobɛgya yɛ gyae n'egya aka na yɛnyɛ atie na yɛnyɛ ayi o babies with sharp teeth o a yɛba abɛdidi yɛbɛdidi panin atɛm sɛsɛ gya aka na yɛnyɛ atie.
Yekwa no so akodi nkomo anapay na parliamentary candidate for K2 South ewo NDC amanyiko mu Abnaji Fagomashi yekwa no so na yene eni nkomo Anti Jiva te se anapay
na akwesi from me abna
si abla so I unim say But yes, you hold that. But that's the opinion. I'm sure I see a fair word. Yes, okay. So far, registration me sure wait me a centers be K2 South saying and that year saying from day one. About say 30th June. You shall see and August 6th. You be the final fees and send it to me.
There's always a background to it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The background to that registration, according to EC, any party for the known. K2 South, this is clear. This was said on many platforms. And maybe when the Prime Minister going to be emergency. Maybe I'm not. Omudin work clatan among 4 million. You told him 10 times, 100 times. I was so much number from. So, Miss Majuma, me told me what's wrong. It's a minimum people. Registration, the shot, and the Yago, and Yasan Macra. Then they cry out.
This way, you enjoy.
It's one thing after the other. Yes, they are blocking routes. Yeah, are blocking borders. What you say, the soldier for Baha. What you say, will be the Casano. And set Ghana What is here to be handwriting? And said Ghana Hannah. And suddenly you be brain. But the look with man say, you play the actual from the one I be here now, a land. And you might come to swing now. Still, you're betraying. And I'm in that mindful. And I'm that mindful. Now, the GD pastor, release via East Day and our friend.
Sure.
Let's cut to it. Let's cut to it.
Okay, so before Rebecca Sa was released in Patro ni die mu a tiefo ebem se nsem a wo de tu dwa ebia MONTIE ama Electoral Commission ayi release dia ba beto abonten no. So mame mo ene no nsem a wo kan ye no nti no Electoral Commission akasa fa ho na memra na chechie mu kakra omkrata no.
Remember last night I told you something was amiss? I'm standing at Ziefer where I have a polling station. Somehow, the registration for the voter card is not going on. What is going on now is Ghana card registration, so that it will slow down the registration process. I told you last night, my intuition has never failed me. This is a grand agenda to reduce the votes in Katu South.
Okay, all right, so and someone will can say Ujina baby from VP. Okay. Now, when we say instead say a voter registration, you actually can man for voters ID card. Yeah, no, na ekoso. Na nia uhune say a Ghana card registration mum na ekoso. Na uhune say we grand scheme. So agenda be a man for be asserted. Ubetimi acheche mu. So why na set this agenda? One of this has born say be almost set agenda.
Don't be ahead of yourself. Don't be ahead of yourself. Wanna watch that? Say, sir. Catholic Church compound, no. We are on the class, sorry. The church and all the Catholic Church. I'm trying to die no not school down. I don't know what.
Minimum house into you now, church meet you.
The church has a school.
Okay.
Now, the night before, send me a reference to the night before. Well, a voice our boss is here. What say something I said the night before something was amiss.
Yeah.
They cast some. So it means that there's two videos, yes, sir. In the first instance, no. Mako be see was good to me. You know what I mean? I said, what cut you? The general assemblyman, yaya meet me. There was one assemblyman, the Ghana card for bar with me chain. Say, oh, yeah, one and them one now. Ghana card for the other. And I'm saying, now me see any hand what is share me hand at the now me copy every moment. Oh, daddy. Yanko Fira. And I could catch a Fira or no deacon or no Fira and Cocatan and give it and I'm saying. I found it very embarrassing that he asked me for help in front of the people. No. But I could see, nobody tell to Amma because I will respond to easily. I don't know what one. I will respond to it.
Okay.
It's my let me summarize.
Okay.
By the time I got home, now I could be a woman see I catch him say, Ghana can fall by the day the phone 23. And I'm saying, now one amount of for my own.
Just relax.
Were we informed that they were coming to use Ghana card? Nobody had informed us. Why did you release it and said to them? And yet almost high rent you. So that evening, I'm saying, something is amiss. Because I have not had any education informing us that Ghana card, Ghana card more part, any EC card not shown. But also the same time, at the same place. Now, maybe BNC best maybe so why don't I know? If you know, tell me a stakeholder and I'm putting the gym at the end for your humanity, then you should give me that idea now and inform me ahead. Not me as an individual, but with the people in South. Shouldn't there have been some kind of education? It's an apartment, sorry, and it's for me say, hey, and if this is from Mama. Nipa almost about it to card. Almost some of Ghana can no more have a guarantee for themselves. 80 people are not sitting at the East Bono. How many now could be Ghana card line? Instead of getting two people to guarantee for them, or no, I can't a card. Now about the get the East card. I was automatic.
Yeah.
Right. They say, meanwhile, no, the Ghana card form, they didn't even bring their printer. It took a deal and the Sana one card now. You see, the card is about Friday. How can you guarantee for yourself? You will not get the card. It took us spending time in our Ghana card line, man. If you don't get it, we might not decide not if you for and then on maybe. Ava. Now when my coach the location when I make card now. What's what think like when I want to let us say I found the card should be known.
All right, so again,
when I get access, I don't like to talk. I like us to end it here.
Just ubuefu.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting that they respond to it without getting into it.
But say what can say more? No, so omu cheche mu say.
Omu cheche again. Don't know what cheche. I don't know what to last year very fast say.
But anope any Dr. Stribodi in common on your professor Chen say wa okay RC no Roman fashion dan no e na school no so ho nom say.
Na I've not been here. Have you been here with me?
Why ya doctor me ana?
Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest and come on the ground.
Okay, so nyomo kana nya ne kre say okay, Ghana card for your adwuma. NI for your adwuma no mo so Electoral Commission your adwuma.
Nobody is saying that is not the case. What I said to you, does it not? I'm speaking to what I saw and what I experienced. If I saw the cultural, Obamobia could with actual action platform with EC card. Who could get Ghana card line?
And so is it not education of say yebema man for nehu? Is it not education? Is okay. And yet ebia ye mu bi so ye be catch am so okay. Mamu could Ghana card there so ebia ko voter ID card.
That's what I'm saying. Katu South has 254 police stations. How was I going to do that within that day? 254 police stations. 86 Ghana that they are okay. So 254 police stations. Here came into zones and faces. They came to faces.
Yeah.
Phase 1 to phase 6. Phase 6 is the last one. And that ending there.
But no, but Jiva, video ya boy ya. Say now can video ne say mentiasie, and I'm sure say for muti entiasie ne say. Inse say ebia ye voter registration no. Ghana card registration ye. But now about day this enya sa na tie. Ghana card for no mu yo majuma. And na Electoral Commission for so yo majuma.
Please. That is time for obligation. I don't have time for it. I'm sorry.
Diana, I'm just.
What I'm saying is that the location of the Ghana card and the EC card is all at the Catholic premises. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Why near education?
Which is almost 100 meters apart.
Oh, and it's less, but it's not. That's what I'm saying. Why don't you be my guest and come? Be my guest and come and do it yourself. Come and measure it yourself. Be my guest and come.
So in 100 meters,
Look, you are the journalist. Don't sit on the studio only, and insist on getting all your facts. Get on the ground. Be my guest.
Unfortunately, me sorry if you are not ground that me you be obey. Inti anope it's not about me. Auntie Jifa, this is not about me. It's about TFA Mutie, who I saw more things I'm not saying. So,
first of all, they hear everything without prior information. And our family, I've run out of them. Let me honor you. I've run out of the time that I can tell you this morning. My catcher said, I'm writing a response to it. If you like, you can wait for the response. But I really have to get back to my editing. You have a wonderful morning, Apeti.
Okay. Jifa Gomashi, Ablan Jifa Gomashi is K2 South parliamentary candidate for the NDC. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi Sunu Asu Ghana pay. Yedasu Gusu Edin Komo Ehwe Nsem Sene sit here. Electoral Commission for so the krata by ni nyina ejina asɛm a enia anope me boma amui and just for the benefit of a tiefo mo amutie anope yani Dr. Shebo Kweku edi nkomo bibisa, but again let me just read the release from the Electoral Commission and says K2 South voter registration on course. The attention of the Electoral Commission EC has been drawn to a video recording by an aspiring parliamentary candidate of the National Democratic Congress NDC in the K2 South constituency of the voter region. Chese Electoral Commission for chese omo a video recording a parliamentary candidate ma NDC for K2 South Adiababa Tuja. Now in the said video, the MP aspirant Miss Jifa Gomashi makes the claim that the voter registration exercise in Viepe has been discontinued to make way for registration of the Ghana card. Well, so almost a video no asemwa Miss Jifa Gomashi can say voter registration exercise no omejai ena rather no womo Ghana card registration. Madam Jifa Gomashi further insinuates that it is a grand agenda to reduce vote in K2 South. The commission finds the statement by the aspiring member of parliament very unfortunate. Not only is her statement untrue, but it also has the tendency of creating unnecessary tensions and disaffection for the commission and its staff. Electoral Commission also in Chichimomo Ademan say, Madam Jifa Gomashi na semwa wakaye and say we a grand agenda. Send ya baya omobeti vote ni padodo mbeti mi atwo mudin wo K2 South. Eno no susu se adia ekoso wonum say. In Electoral Commission for chim say sa asemu yo kan omo papa omvi say ensem bi say no emwa ensem bi say no de basabasa ni mentimi ho ase ene beba ewo ye empeso aso honum say. Enti omufi se sa asemu ese no nokura bia nso enim enya ade a nokura bia wom. For the record, the voter registration exercise in Viepe is taking place at the RC Primary School, whereas the National Identification Authority NIA mop-up exercise is taking place at the Roman Catholic Church, which is more than 100 meters away. So Electoral Commission for sa Viepe asemaya Madam Jifa Gomashi no kano womo edin no Electoral Commission about homa din no koso RC Primary School edna National Identification Authority NIA for so ye omo mop-up say bia omo ema Ghana card church omo ntimi enya akwanya nkwankotro no nom so omo ye omo de na Roma for asori dan no eho ana emu. The commission urges the good people of Ghana to disregard the content of the said video as the allegations are baseless and unfounded. Omtesen semwa ewo video aye Madam Jifa Gomashi edebaba tujano yemontungu nokure bi enim enya ade a se obi ade adwuma. As a commission cardinal goal is to ensure that all eligible voters are captured on this electoral roll. We have put in place systems to ensure this happens. Some just say, "One dia omedjuma titiri esi omani so no say omobomodin say Ghana ni bia or seno afata say so otro ni din ko abato homanum no Electoral Commission no ni ade a womo ye say obia betimi atro ni din." The commission therefore takes this opportunity to encourage all eligible voters who have not yet registered to take advantage of the last phase of the registration exercise, which ends today, Thursday. Almost Ghana ni bia wontro dino se bobomodia enene day twato no etimi akwako tro din. Yentie Madam Jifa Gomashi ensem okan no okan brofo yentie nbium.
So remember last night I told you that something was amiss. I'm standing at Viefa where I have a polling station. Somehow, the registration for the voter card is not going on. What is going on now is Ghana card registration, so that it will slow down the registration process. I told you last night, my intuition has never failed me. This is a grand agenda to reduce the vote in K2 South.
Okay. So anope what's ofi ahoma so anesa na o si wo twrokrata insema electoral commission for e dia ba betu dwa no o de ani die mai ma oni edi nkomo kakra but na o si insem no kra se ni electoral commission for kra kan no menim se ni am busa question no so dia na no kra hye na bufu ntu o so kwakwa edite krata no de ba betu dwa we wa ba chechi ono nso ni side ni yi na manfo etimi ate ase but utie video na me boy sisia no asema na okan mu ni se ogina viepe yoketu south na nya ohu ni se voter registration no exercise na nkoso nia koso e wo honom no Ghana card registration. So I leave it up to you. It's here for me jama mo ankasa mo make mu judgment.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
All this bo, Cassia bo, Coaca Tamonsa, Amaya sa, Cassia Waye,
Onye Yimu, no Cretrodo, Kawadile Kamadini bo, Muma Yentie, Cassia ABOAGYE 100.9.
Right, so to some comments that have come in now, Kwesi Kansa from UK says, Kwesi, I did not want to text today, but this woman you spoke to, Jifagomashi, is so arrogant. I cannot think far. She's not making any sense. Ghana card is doing their job. Electoral Commission is, that NI is doing their job, and Ghana Electoral Commission is equally doing their registration. If your people in Ketu South not to reason that it is better to do the electoral register instead, how is that a grand agenda? This is about the second time I've heard arrogance response to journalists and hang up on the journalists. Such okay, all right. So I will leave it there. Kwesi Kansa from UK with that one. The claim of a bloated 2016 register was falsehood, orchestrated by a failed Akufo-Addo and the NPP government to waste hundreds of millions of Ghana cedis in the misguided belief that they could suppress votes in opposition stronghold by the use of state security. That's one here from Daniel Dakwa Abetifi Kweu with that one. And to Positive Change, Medina, he says, our children's education is not Chaskele or Pilolo that Akufo-Addo and his people should do politics with. If the fundamentals of your free SHS is weak, the examination will expose you as president. That's one from Positive Change from Medina. And Klaatu from Spinter says, in fact, John Mahama is the most confused man on earth now. It's either caused by hallucination of numerous infrastructure and policies done by Nana Addo and Dr. Bawumia. All right. Uncle Ato Spinkters need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Sunasogwe. Just in case you want to join us with your thought, your contributions, feel free. Nafabra 0503721744 0503721744.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Right, so Rakofi Sechi Bwampong, Ketu South District Electoral Officer, Electoral Commission. Okay, I think we've lost him there. Or let me see. Hello? Oh no, we've lost him on the line. You better say, yeah, I can't na ye din komo kakra. But before I be sanko amano so no, mami man na ma kuma be filmrem na ye nti de bankra cha dem komo no bi. Nanama.
Yo, me de chronicle da obakra ta esan ato aso biemu a. Krata fa to so miensa ho no mo ene ma baba begina. Na ma begina ha no de aga na mampani na adodanko Akufo-Addo ene ekasa wo ha no mu yi. Wo kasa na ne kasa ye nyina no na yan kasa ye kasa fidia wodo ehuro bie wokofodua na okokoti na wono mu a wokasa ye ena Ghana News Agency fo nso agi bie ena wo so ede atokrata yi mu bie na ensem ni nyina enie wo se Ghana fo ebo mmade to aba ne de manu a emfie bi ne aduonu waba be fa abenwa ne bie mu di so a ye kwa aba na fe yaba aba
me da sinana ma ne onti ase honum saying Rakofi Sechi Bwampong, Ketu South District Electoral Officer for Electoral Commission. Kofi Adasi mo akwa baba ni TFM so anfe.
Ba my Jojo.
Na umpo mo to say.
No me adom me fa.
Okay. So, parliamentary candidate my NDC or K2 South, a black G5 in same your to video and pay abonate for 1870 be a workano. What you say, nano of Verpe Biabaqua K2 South. In so say mobile throw a year a man for now a dino major cardinal. Rather, no moment with J. Jumano and na Ghana card NIA for National Identification Authority for Nana. One more air Ghana card. Dear now can Sasami or the 2J.
Oh, okay. The thing is, Ghana card for no, mobile registration, all right. But, there's a Catholic church. Ghana card for no, but yeah, no, your registration taking place at the RC Primary School, which is far from where the Ghana card people are. More than 100 meters apart. And our registration has never been halted. Registration no guswa course na Ghana card for no to the other side of registration. And no present you die registration my Ghana card for.
Well, I don't pay any ding on or senior sanity. A man for no, and I'm sure say when the video name sama or the 2 dra say Mwejai Jumano nti o pese nyanti ase se musie ejuma si nyadia mwejai ejuma mo Ghana card na man for tro mudin eji.
Oh no. Ghana card ne voter registration exercise there. I mean I wouldn't say two different programs enti baby aye no Ghana card for no emmen baby and honestly, minim the informing that particular video. They were far apart. Ghana card for us toward the other side, and they are still there whilst our registration exercise is also ongoing at the RC Primary School.
So, video me sure say we in some of the 2 Jan.
Me fa show me video no, but my taste. So someone who say the commission from head office, I issue statement to that effect. I indicate say we are at the RC Primary School, Ghana card no so possible RC church, a honor.
Yeah,
more than 100 meters apart.
Well, nim Sabiano, we nim ho.
Me no say crano. Me was just around that area. Have the RC church and Tempe.
Because Sanya okay say about 100 meters and more than 100 meters no just say and yes anati figure na
okay. For now no to be able to ascertain the truth in the whole thing no, I think Senka Utimishma will be man bahana the bibisa and more. Now come on with the exact situation on the ground.
Okay.
Because it is a word against mine. And you say you don't know here.
Yeah.
Bear thing say Obeya convinced, having seen her video and then listening to me.
And say no so far no ebia one nipa dodo be say am for astro mudin senator and acute tintin or senator.
Today is the last day of the exercise. As of now, you need nipa bebre or hanum. And the nipa be 4-5 been a me ankasa me near but dodo I throw hot there on top of my head, I can't tell you.
Okay.
Unless me take your record, no, now my very factual amount. But the nipa dodo na world that area na there or my trauma.
Get yourself, Bia we electoral officer honum say, Bia Bakwa is been in the news pass, ye can wasem, Bettina Suki, ye diamant for a diomu fee foreigners here, but troke to South Bettina, a big kind see soldier for ni as the electoral officer, sign on your material ground.
You see, me,
as an officer for the Electoral Commission, my duty is to send the registration materials and the officials to the registration center. And we process those who come to the registration center to register. The issue of soldiers, borders, and other things have to do with immigration and those things. Honestly and frankly, I have very little knowledge of what goes on.
So Nyampese mi hunu say, for instance, they say I think right now, take some of the news reports now, but na kwakwe say ebi amam for grant me intro mudin but me pese mi
there's nothing fearful here. The process is ongoing. People are going about their duties normally. I have very peaceful. I hear registration.
All right, you better see na say na ewie final phase no na chi mo papa no so aba me ndani kwesi da you na see fine. All right, Kofi Sichi Buampong K2 South District Electoral Officer my Electoral Commission on pay need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedie sunu asogwe na di nkomo kakra hwe ne costo ewo K2 South. All right. Nana Boremwe.
Me boremwe chronicle da obakrata anu. Rata fe to so miensa ho no na mewo. Ena na mechesa Ghana mampani na adodankwa akufu ado no okasa ewa hanom. Na we no okokasa ye ewo nsantwerefo ye kasa fidi awodo yi biso ewo kofodua. Enu ode tu wo manim se Ghana fo bo moden na so woto aba no ede mane biem. No ba be fa benwa ne di so a ne mpre nu so no ne second term no. Di obeye nyina ene se obehwe na we industrialize Ghana. Ene mfidi dwuma de obeye di bebre na Ghana fo ma dodo no anso enya dwuma ye. Osu ono oye osi ade yo no osi a woyo nti. Di ehwe mfie bi ni dunsia aprobo oboye promises awodo oye ya na se bo hyensem o kan ye nyina. Wogusu adi so kakra ama Ghana fo kra de ani kwotwa wisin ahunu ebi a ye betimi adi hu adanse pa eti yanhwe ne nwuma pa ne so na achievement no na yemfa ento aba ne fa ma ne biem no oba be ye sa adwuma we nyina de amaye ama Ghana fo mabu no so ewomu no yatimi anya enwuma wodo no aye papa wo se ye hwe adwuma bi a wode aba community mining system yi a galamse awodo a nka manfo no a enam kwati kwa so omutuo na enam ma kwa so no wode sa community mining system we aba amache se da illegal miners ni nyina wa employ omo e wasa akwan so a sisi anu obi ani wono mo a ebi obeka se ote wono mo a wanya adwuma ye wono ankasa ade omo asisi anamu no wo kire se me fa mo adwuma mu se obi eya na adwene se ebi a obefa kwati kwa so no akotu afom agudi a obesa ya nsa ase na se ye forest ye kwa ebretuo nsem no a ne mo yi asotire e wo ho ni nyina no eboa afei nso de ye tu agudi e wa hanom a e wo se ne sika kakra e wo se ye de boa na sa akuro ne tumi tu mpon no ni nyina wo so wa ye ne kama livelihood empowerment programs ahodo wa ye e de hwe ye maame ne ye papa no a wo mo anyinyini a wo mo dududu mpempenso bi a wo mu se nkohia betimi adokoro wo mo ama wo manam ohia so kura awuo no wode sa sika kakra so wo masene a wode eboa wa kwa sonko so 3SHS wa ye enti de ahin biemu one district one factory wo ba ye kakra obetimi aye no wo ye ne saa enti ye hwe ne nto aba ne fama no wo ba ade a wode beye ama Ghana asan tumpon biemu no industrialization we nsam a wode etudwa ebra wokokotena local radio station bi so wokofodua no wo kan ye na meto so wa hanom a mrache bedwane owo afutu oru Alexander Kwabena Afenyo Markins eno ono so kasa wa hanom ye a wode nsam akode ama Ghana for sa Ghana for ye me ani na opa na ase 3SHS no eba ye nto asoso ku kwa no eba ye no enipa bebre no a no wo moye an ena ase ade na kwakwa ye ayi amanyosam kokofu bobo udi enimu ayempa so no so wenye kokofu bobo wo bia enya mu chefa enti wono ne obeka ne se 3SHS na sombo pa o esombo mbo se bia woda na nka so bi di gold be se kasie bia na saketu bi di ama wa odwen se okonane ana se ode kwoto banga ubenya so vasubum wɔsesa wode wo ba kɔ suku a ɛmfa so abɛtumi anya ɛwɔ wo ba no soɔ no daakye no wankasa ɛbɛgye wo nsɛm enti fa free SHS akwanya wei so na fa wo ba no kɔ suku na wo ba no nkɔ sua adeɛ na ɔno nso mmɛyɛ panimpa nyɛ kandipa ɛwɔ man Ghana mu na biribi atumi akɔnkan wɔsesa ɔnam baabi na sɛ nkurɔfoɔ ɛyɛ na wei 3 SHS wei ɔmo yɛ no partisan a ɔmo yɛ na amanyɔsɛm a masa ɛmfi wɔn no wɔn mma nyinaa ɛkɔ bi wɔn mma nyinaa kɔ bi a wɔn hwɛ sɛ biribi abɛtumi ayɛ yie di ama wɔn daakye ntoma ntena wɔn mfa nsa nhyɛn mu dabi fɛ mu sɛ ɛna free SHS na me deɛ mi wɔ NDC ɛna mi wɔ MPP ɛna mi wɔ PPP nti nya deɛ ɛyɛ MPP foɔ na ɛde aba deɛ a me de me ba ɛbɛkɔ bi ɔsi ne nyinaa no wotena hɔ nom na sɛ ɔyɛ sɛ wonyɛ ɔman ba pa asɛdeɛ anaasɛ ɛnyɛ ɔman ba pa su ɛna wodan no adi no nti hwɛ na yɛ ne saa pɛpɛpɛ wɔde saa nsɛm wɔ nyinaa no atu dwa ɛbrɛ a wɔkyɛ sɛ ɔno ankasa editi ne bɔwura mu a sika kakra wonya ayɛ no ɛne wɔde akukuru library ɛde ama ne manfo a wɔn wɔ atɛkyido ɛno no ɛwɔ afutu mpɔtamu ɛwɔ mfimfini mantamu hɔ nom ɛna gye sɛ wɔde nsɛm ne nyinaa ɛde kɔkɔto wɔn anim a wɔde ɛka saa nsɛm yi ɛkyerɛ wɔn na meetu asoɔ no ma memra ahanom wɔ maba daily graphic de obakrata ni mukrata fa to so du miensa ɛhɔ ɛna masan ba ye huri aba begina na ma be huri abegina ha dum de ya electoral commission ɛna wɔn nso ɛde ensɛm akukyira aba beto hanom yi na wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔn adan adjudication committee adi na saa adjudication committee yi a wɔn adan no adie no ɛyɛ voters registration adjudication committee wɔn se saa ekuo we no anase basukuo we no wɔn ba bɛhwɛ na multiple registrants awodoɔ no ɔmo wɔ voters register no a ɛyɛ no anase egusua mpo ɛyɛ a ɛnne ne yɛde ne nyinaa bɛba awieyɛ no sɛ ebia ɛwɔ bi a register double triple ɛne quadruplet ne deɛ keka ho a na so wɔn ahwɛ na wɔn ayiyi ne nyinaa ɛde afifiri mu wɔn adwuma kɛseɛ pa a wɔn ba bɛyɛ no no nti nya sɛ ebia wɔn ayi wɔn ano so wɔn ayi wɔn ano wɔn ba bɛ wɔn sika di akwa adwuma no ɛso adwuma no so ayɛ sɛ efuo ne so na so apaafo ne hwa enti ɛwɔ so wɔn fa bi ɛde ka ho na wɔn etimi ɛboa wɔn ɛwɔ saa kwan no so a wɔn ba bɛ yi saa dodoɔ wura ne nyinaa ɛde afiri mu na ma megye mensa ɛna de nsɛm wɔ nyinaa no to dwa ɛnrada ɛbra a wɔde wɔn adwumadi a yɛ wɔn de ɛhyehyɛ soɔ a wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn Ghanafoɔ ehunu nea ɛkɔ soɔ let the citizen know no ɛna wɔde nsɛm nyinaa ɛde to Ghanafoɔ anim a ne nyinaa no deɛ wɔtena adwamu ɛyɛ deputy chairman de ma electoral commission of operations owura Samuel Tete wɔno ɛna ɛtena adwamu hwɛ yɛ dandan nsɛm no a ɛma wɔn de nsɛm no ato yɛ anim a wɔn kyerɛ sɛ saa committee wei no wɔn adwuma a wɔn ba bɛyɛ ɛde aboa yɛn ɛwɔ kwan sonko so ɛno no.
Power for 8 years, he handed over a peaceful and united country to President Mills. I took over in 2012 after the unfortunate passing of President Mills, and I handed a peaceful and united country to President Akufo-Addo. Unfortunately, what nation is President Akufo-Addo going to hand over to me when I take over from 2020? We will bring back the peace and unity of this country. We'll make all our people feel that they belong to this country, and that some people do not own this country more than others.
Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE.
All this bo, Kasia bo, Kowaka Tamunsa, Amaya sa, Kasia waje,
Onye yimu, no kretrodo, Kawadile kamadini bo,
Nita
Muma yentie. ABOAGYE 100.9.
Kunibeka, I was scandalized. Da NDC unveili omo vice presidential candidate. Now all say, for African borders and boundaries, they are artificial boundaries. Artificial boundaries. Ain't you know, therefore, anybody in any West African country can just come into our country, say, Obetro Nidi, no watuaba. Yebeye West African elections and NASA yebeye Ghanaian elections. And this is for my NTS. Say omo pese ye running West African elections. Let's understand that clearly. But as far as our constitution is concerned, it is not a West African constitution, a Ghanaian constitution. Inti Busangafoɔ wɔ Burkina Faso, Moshifoɔ wɔ Burkina Faso. Yem makwan ana mra makwan sɛ uye Moshi ni nti ubetimi uye Burkina ni kura ubetimi abetro wudi wɔ Ghana. Uye Busanga ni wɔ Burkina Faso a nti ubetimi aba Ghana abetro wudi. Inti mi en yusu saa no emfa and incite one ethnic group in this country. Say Edin Tawantawa Ebeba Yamanyo Kuomo.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the Roko Fiaman Woman so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, will need 100.9 FM.
Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
But dear Bakwan did in another coin, in fact, and not dear Ditchum. I do can cry. A bush of 40 be their bear for a crassa by Pabaka cracker. You know who will be over here. What? For say another Bakwan Ocean, Nina and Nick Denison near a Chilsham City and one. At the South Crassa Benoit, I will be surrounded what other Benny. Oh, and an idea what's it? Neat palm nut extract and a media boy coins up. Neat palm nut extract. Annie, a befe fed the dirty a power can was me. And not been a neat foods or much chance him. And this is said, I mean, Zabra Crow, a benwo. Now, Fena me was say Bracon no abewo jaso, and for one could chim FN and you are home, and a media banquay and steam. Oh, that's a neat foods at the Bakwan Badia, and then what to man for bresso. A bread or to be so powerful, say, a banquay when they yet Giadaje. It is a woman neat palm nut extract, Umra, a sign say, a babri song, and what yaye, the Namki to a bimpa, will burn no canata froze. Neat palm extract, and that's a neat a banquay, near Ed Denny say, a more sham to say a banquay in him da noa, and a subios in your deal. What was a so more who no be so, Umra. Need palm nut extract. Oh, come on. Now, only baby. What dear sound come with pad, I wouldn't need palm be a bear back on the slow midi dear, will be able to plumwa, who's me ho. Oh, what's so? May I am part of this and yo, and your mom for Mupe and will be uncle supermarket. Any jump
FDA, I just said, you didn't crack to more jet to say a yeah.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Every constituency say, what kind of stupidity is that?
No, but the point is,
no. Now, let me dare him. Upper balance on Ghana. Some Jampi, Bema, when you meet. Me catch no. Hey, I am Dean on your Bema. Where small. Wait, let me a moment in beat 3 seconds. Obanini no. What when you mean? Mr. Mama Martin beat just 3 seconds. I don't know, Casasa. Officer Memon here. Your man say the peaceful atmosphere now. You enjoy. Please, I enjoy. The boy speaks with venom, and nobody is saying anything.
But why don't you rather look at what he's saying?
And painful, I want Ghana. MPP in a coca. MPP in a coca. They'll quickly go and put on their castle to go and complain. This boy.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the Roko Fiaman Woman so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, will need 100.9 FM.
Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Media Sino Asogwe Asugusu Edin Komo Hwe Nsem no sene sitie na mo comment ni bi nso ha. Ya de etwemu ede amamo. Yes. Now this one Bright from Belgium says, Kwesi, let's be honest. How come they are doing Ghana card and voters ID card at the same time in the region? Don't you think it's destructive? It's unprofessional to the commission where the 100 meters or whether 100 meters or 5 millimeters, it is wrong. That's Bright from Belgium. Bright, we know you are doing quite be so because I don't understand why is it that we yani deal how the same time. Yeah, some Ghana. We ask them. Onela Mponsa Amsterdam says, Kwesi, your interview with Blanjifa Gomashi, it was evidently clear that she lied and just the usual tension and propaganda. When you pushed her for clarification, she runs away under the pretext of going to respond to the EC. Onela Mponsa from Amsterdam. Well, that's your view. Nana Mponsa Bidiakon says, there's no way Professor Kwame Ahoy will write a book without knowing what he's saying. The man has revealed very deep secrets and they are all true. Nana Mponsa. I see. From Asaman Kese says, is the NPP not ashamed of themselves? There are clear video evidence that shows citizens are being intimidated across the stronghold of the NDC because the NPP thinks all the vests are Togolese. So who is doing the tribal politics? That's Enoch from Asaman Kese. Kwesi, imagine a party like NDC that, according to them, they're full of integrity. Hey, okay. Who see into the man fancy I say Namin kind away from Ochini Bakwame Brakon Accra from Taifa says everything clearly shows that former President Mahama is still dazzling from the knockout Nanado gave him. Ochini Bakwame Brakon. The role of students in developing a country is huge. You can't expect a country to develop if it doesn't have literate people. These students who are writing will be working tomorrow. They will be working for the public, private sector, etc. These students, if they perform well, can serve as pillars. The country would be standing on in the future. Success PK from Kaswa. I didn't get your point. Nanama, the bankrata anko.
Yo, me twaso am the daily guide of Bokrata no and am there twaso krata fe to so mi ensa wono mo. E na mababa begina. Na omanfo be kai a maami bi a wanya mfinhyi aduanan watifi do mantamu a wacha se wono me de wono na adwuma wo ye nyina ne se ne wo wani enti ane wo hu so ye baifu a ne wo ye baifu pa wo sibamo ne nkrofo bi nkaye ka ho ka bomo esibamo ya maami a wanya mfinhyi aduokono 90 years ya maami akua dante ena kyese wo mo esibamo ne femfram ya maami wanya hoden wo ne wo de ye anmu nti woti nananom ewo ensiado animanim no a ene yesa abre na na kyese woti nananom ewo ensiado na eno ena enam so ma kyese aposifo krade omugi bu kwache kafa ba honom ko ehene enen nam so ma wo mo so ensa kekeka ne omo ano mo wo wonsa ewo mu bia ne nyina ne se ohene a watena honom ehwe se saade emi besi de ene na ewo se wonsoso ye de wo ba muo na fe yetimi hu saafo ne nyina ekira kwan ye de ma me Sharina Muhammad a yetai ebo ne mrane anaso omota afre no Hajia Filipina kokogina akọọtụ a wo kire se magistrate court waka je ne se magistrate no waka je ne se your worship go crampo no ti wonom no se me ka se mi jai bayi niama na se bia me ka se me nchiri bayifu obiem mi nti bayifu obiem a e de adwuma pa na me kwa akoye na me enam sa de na me ye crampo nzi no wa wo ti wonom kura sa wo yare pa mi metimi asa ya de ene ne court wonom ne eje se ade ne kura kokoye aseresem wo mu nyina ade siri bia ene wo se wuntimi nye en kan kire wo ho sa ade na wo ye ne nya ade papa nti wo betwe ho de afiri ho na se no ana aso be ye de a ene na asem na wo se yesa atena so biem na ye ne wo eka asem no asi ase na ne se wo ye wa adwene so obeyo so ye wa adwene so obeja yi o that witch camp no ene ye wanga hunu kwan abefa so a wo begu no ana so obese no ana se de yan a mpanifo beye anana montuo bi mpanifo betuo no ma hwe ede aso saa ha ni nyina ano enti wo mo atu ensem ni nyina e de akwakwa hye August bo so mi da to so aduonum 20th August na wo masa akwakwa tena ensem ni so biem ahye ade property ndi ama me no ekeka ekasa e bi kura mpo a no wo obi foforo bi wo hono mu biem a wo mo ebekakwa sasa enkrofo wo ma bo mo so mo ya baifo ni nyina de aguo no wo mo so akwa konya wo mo anaso wo makwa akwaji wo mo e de wo mo afiri sa haw ene ateti we nyina emu enti we no ensem no ba bi akwa kosie eno no na eye Ghana e COVID-19 cases no ene wo chese si aye de 574 cases fresh ones kura ene yenya e de aka ho eti ye COVID-19 cases no confirmed ones no akwa do 39,075 eno ene empempenso a ye di akwa koduro na se ye chiche mu yie dia ene na enkramante manum no o chese sisi ano edru 20,080 cases na Asante Mantem no anasa Asante region no 9,588 na Western region 2,738 Central region 1,620 and afei Eastern region 1,579 Water region 610 and afei Buno East region 536 Western North region 526 Bono region 439 Ahafo region 364 Northern region 354 Upper East region 282 afei Oti region 200 Upper West region 88 Savannah region 62 and afei North East region no 9 inti we na ati za de ya bobo about elections emadodo a ebi mu anya no COVID-19 cases mantem awodo no sade agyeche mu akwakosie no eno so ena mabobo de akere mu no na metua so no de na metua so ewo akira ha no mu eno no ye daily graphic de obokrata no na chipe ena mabawa begina wacha se 18 foreigners abre yabo mu kwa adu so wo efa kwantempo so ena chaza kwa boni bi so no wo ede na ene abafo tentafidie so a ye cyber crime awodo no a edi bunkofo ede fa so a ye nkofo bukata ene chaza wo frɛ wo a otumi ya no hokora de se ne o maami yese me ye adwuma sei enti fasika sei etum na fa ye we chaza ene mobile money de ene wo mo de bunkofo bi papa ne nyina nso wo mo ese wo mo ye Nigeria fo a memene ndai ene ye so wo mo mu se kua ye di o makwa gina court asabre ye ka wo mo ensem ne nyina ne a kire wo mo se emra e wo Ghana ha no nti so oba o my Ghana na se wo ye bibi a wudi nsemunu bi a no wanka so wa mo ani ada ho no anya sa ene ne ye de be ye wo no enye bi kura enie eno so eye ensem a daily graphic de obokrata no e de ne ato ne krata no kratafa eno no we kura anya kratafa edi nachi anasa eda nachi pe meto so e wo aduonu enai 24 ho no mo ye president the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana Ora Ben Botry na wono so de ade to aban no anim wo se COVID-19 e ba ye ne kuomu no onsa na akwa ya den pa ni nyina ne se ase pharmaceutical industry na e wo my Ghana mu no aban sheda man ani nko ho sa on sheda man ani nko ho sa e bia na ni wo ho na so wo mo se denka wo mo ye ne se oman no yade hiade pa bia yade kasa ade hiade awodo no e wo no ho a enka ebetimi aboa pa eti aban no emma no enya ne priority pa se na ebe ya pharmaceutical industry no wo betimi ama no so agyan na so se na ebe ya se ekoba se yenya sa cases bi sei anase epidemic bi sei eyi ni tia anase pandemic bi sei eyi ni tia no mo so ahunu kwan yo mefa so a ene adwento ato ano ye hu se we ye eyi ni ti sunsanso we se ye de aduro we ni aduro we di e ka bomu a ye betimi de aye na nkwokoba se dani da nyina ne ye de ni da bodifita so se omre ye nuro na ye mom ye fansa ye ho yade wa ha bia sanka wo mo ma wo masa akwanya no eso wo masene nsosene pa de wo mo ani so ade hunu no nso nya aba be hye wo mo mu wo mo eye wo mo ani so ade hunu kase a enka sabre ya nka COVID-19 yi ni ti enka wo mo a ye local industry ya pharmaceutical industries ya wo mo betimi ahunu aduro bi a de betimi akan ade ne nti aban no ema nani enko mo ho na entimi emwa wo sa akwan ne so meto aso no ewonom no ana megina wacha se emrahye bedwa no age US dollar no 200 million eri atumu a wo de ba behwe no mo de aboa ama Ghana and International Development Association so wo mo de ba behwe no mo de ama Ghana fo enwuma wodo no a enti enwuma wodo a wo mo ebetimi abo akwanya de ato no de ama Ghana fo no eye 200,000 enipa 200,000 no betimi aye edi ama omo a we so ena me de obonkrata no emu asukodo ni nyina edi esie darling boy so muwe
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Sunu Asiogwe. So yeah, to us. So let me just get through with
Ghana Muntie na mansanya so adawro kofiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo need 100.9 FM.
Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Eura, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force setia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiura bekon. Eh, Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo. Eura de. Mo kwa sori. Ye papa ye. Eura de kasoro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom. Enu mpo da sane nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mese na dia ya late nso mianke kabinche Efiura ye wi a yakosere bo fache. Ke Efiura, ruti fia se light we no water be wuntua bi. Wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Hwe me catch you play nya play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, Efiura, we nko ade ma abunfu. Me koto mi.
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA anhwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atum se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe.
Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think
Special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Sunu Asiogwe. Ye kwa mano suna ni Honorable Che Mensa Bonsu. No yet Minister for Majority Leader and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. Brashabe Junior John Maya Shame. Ye nene din koma kakra. Honorable yada asimu akwa baba ni TFM so. Ne. Empongwe Honorable. Na yase ministry mudi dwumabi nansen say dwuma ya mudi se forum esumo ye ne butai ni say
pacho obi kabi so say me ma tini
forum I see ministry organize ye na na me bisa say forum no ne butai pa ne say
o be dase assembly na say yes effect yeah the charge drain near drain just relax this way you're listening to Parliament you ma you know it me SCP etc you can't democracy na chiri by any Russia Lenina so the two say Ghana the machine big like Germany. They say take off from kakra. The crime be ni bitimi esia no. And no hunko and na India na ye chire adwen eti adwen no. Enti adwen part no chire no. Okay. Ye share say man after no a check kakra.
Okay.
We didn't come on Enra na ye peste nkita ho aye ne embahye bedwafo no ankasa eno asem form Iti more adwene. Ye me omo komdie ni ye kasi. Eno na ma. Eno ano ye no ye nhyimu a etoso ye nsa e wo saa asem no a eho.
So far, niamanye film eyade a fise yes ebetimi aboa adwuma yi nenkan ko mo komani because betina bi se nansen de mrahye badwafo yi a wo mo be no nimdie no nheda nko enkan eno krantina ebinum susu se mpenifo bi tise mo amakwada ma chewa adwuma se etimi hwe na mo tene because anhwe yi anate se parliament adwuma no kwakwa bibi e wo ho.
Minia. Mrahye badwafo no. Say what's it? A bohun de wunsui e ma manfo tiase. Dintia me kasa hanwa. Nipa no bebre oba mrahye badwafo ho a adwuma na nkasa mrahye badwafo no yesi enye no. Ansa no be do na onoka ni madwuma no pote. So adwuma ye no isi manfo anele mrahye badwafo. The bonifeno representational function. Ye assemble to fear. Idimu abubu, idimu pensen. Of casemonitel, if no deliberation function. It also means that I no dear same now can be not just say, who come among for a tea from Waba. Until annoying information that will inform a month for. So, and the information transmission. And on Tina, assemble to honors in a car. I also would take car, assemble with the any soon who cancel. So, now we are what here would answer more back. Now, in Chiliman, so, and I'm saying, now, can ye chill crata. Ama ada wafte bo tino. In Chiliman, so bad. Woman abisua bibi efrimu asem we buy no adwen a we kire ye wo mu so it is all cars in there also can with the any show mu so na dodo no a ma she be jafo no be ba no ansa na wono omo benya ahoden dia ka bibi no also do mo fa ntete imu we orientation ma wo orientation no enye da ko na ye we ye ne be implement na print for my sebege for ni na in the 4-year term we be implement na print we are obachiche what na committee so ba so so ba committee no be kono so no I was saying no so yesu ehunu e cheche mu bi o ha ibi kra kwa amana so no e ko sua ba so for the dwumaye nti ye bo wono waka bebre nti ana ha de nse bo ye obedi na nsa wo ba se be fio bi aba 110 bo ye tu mi nsa fa ni ba from that esa ni e pre ma se be dwa no adwuma ase na eno danchen ani me nsa makam a year representation deliberation and information transmission no ye no free wa ye here dio emra ye mankasa legislation ye emra e kwa de fa so no e doso free bibi first reading free bibi second reading free bibi third reading free bibi consideration stage ni nyina no wo se usua no otia emra na ye be ye kwa bi ndi ne ye emra emra bia no ye wo bibi e free memorandum e camera no a random no e kire wo mu ade a emra no be ye ibia bibi boni bi wo mani mo e pese fasa amba le betu na se ana ade na wo no kra emra bi wo ho emra no mo no ai wo ho da no chiu bi wo ho ana e pese e be takramu so ye di yi sa ade na akele wo no fi ho sa ade no mo so tia ne na hu kwa e faso ye emra no na ya na ne asenkitwa emra ye no eye make us the most important function of parliament na so menia mo mane am tifu we na mo mra bi ye yemra o mra se bi ni pa he mo do so no ni pa do se le ya no ye mo eno na mo ntaka kra ka se hetra bi bi bedu no which is true sometimes o mo ya kanu o mo we so mra ya no ye de to nchen ya ye wo bibi a friend no financial control and the power of pairs function ni nyina na say yen emra she bedwa yen ye gatekeeper ema omani sika but executive no be sika bia obeje efiri yen ho sabi de ko yes eduma mi so physical dia ko yen eduma susu dia be na wo say wo de susu na dimpa wo say wo de be yes eduma no ni nyina na say party na aka wo pe wo abem so on a manifesto
yeah
what chira see the management side be no be also wo physical say your budget na de say bi no ko je ni manifesto de pato ho mehwe say e dey kana manifesto no e dey na waso de sika na ko yi e bo ebra president yet need to no the apart from manifesto no or the bibi for bi ba your friend the coordinated economic and social policy so constitution no amana kwan so and no I been careful for apart from the manifesto was what person first the chiro mine do the side request never ko first ask them no fato ho ne fa hwe how does it fit into the coordinated program of economic and social policy constitution nankasa a train a kwanya yemfaso emfampuntu mra omanu is captured in the chapter 6 of the constitution and a directive principles of state policy a train social programs economic programs educational programs cultural programs any international relations cultural ni nyina wa tuni nyina wa I didn't have balance of baby. What did you do? I didn't know what it is. 100.9. They say, you will, I'm an onifo. Who I did as a share, they say Africa Union. Or more agenda for development. Our Modiaba. More for agenda 2060. United Nations also, your SDGs. A friend sustainable development goals. Ghana did akosha asidi tani mani nyina also de beto eho now they buying budget now they aba ana say ni o say agreement na wakoye how they can be a benefit man how does all these things not come in intiminia yeah budget and that's what my president announced that she has big for PBPia tani mani nyina also kaboom now they sure buying then you obey and be or man for no man na then you say oh sorry ya maybe a katafa
you enjoy listening to
eno danger ya dis kana ma buy say on fanya adwuma no o start so dey adwuma pe ba e fe bi oversight o so kusi akire na ahwe say nia oye no o so pepe sika kusi school kan o dey school na mpa o dey school no a sikana ya go to be my and ba kusi e bi a 6 classroom block no wa ba gi bia 450,000 and 500,000 no and then is he and the credit oh remwa ne boni be 500,000 and then the oversight no program be odi aba our implemented the effect on and for and a month from and the same abanye say the abanye so yes senior high free senior high oh hwe no what e cost say so and don't need oversight ndibinya ba ne men yi no kra e to na bia na nyina na o ma MP na betini aye obe free ethics eno madi nkobo wotie ba ko yemi adwene wo ho na be ka wasema wo ka wo brase be fie no enti MPs no ntete nye no minua a car kɛseɛ ma ɔman yɛafa research officer koraa ama no a yɛtua ne ka a ɔsɔ hɔ to MP no yɛatotɔ mfidie computers ne other electronic gadgets de ama no so nti wotete no a ɛboɔ wo afei koraa no wonya w'anim nyinaa no kwaa no ɔba so wɔkasa parliament a yɛwɔ rules of procedure yɛfɛ ne standing rules obi sɔre sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkasa na bi a de kasa mu no ɔkɔtra hye na obi ayi standing orders no sɛ ne ka no nea waka no nti wanka no yie anaa watra hye wobɛhwɛ no ɛhu nti na ɔtra sɛ a na wɔntumi ankasa bi nti we should be able to master the rules of procedure in parliament nipa no bebree adeɛ wona na ɔwɔ sɛ ɔka nanso ɔka a wamfa mmara kwan so anka ne nti no wohyate no apa ɛno ano so na sɛ wɔntumi nsɔre bi nti yɛana ɛmu ɔden nti teɛ no a yɛde ma wo mu no ɛbu wo nti na ɛyɛ asɛ obi bɛba ebi a 110 ɔyɛ nto ne yɛfa nipa foforɔ mbra ɛyɛ saa na ɔman no na yɛbɔ ne ka san sɛ nea wɔba foforɔ no afei na ɔno nso yɛde bɛfa class 1 nteteɛ mu na nea ɔno akɔkyerɛ no yɛnte no mmara n'afei deɛ afei na wɔsua aba 110 afei na wɔsua yɛnyini mfiri hɔ ne yɛfa nipa foforɔ mbra ɛsaa ne yɛ ha dena no sɛ wokɔ aburokyire no mu a ɔmo mmara hyɛ badwam no yɛnyɛ ne saa naano yi America Speaker of Parliament Oba a friend of Nancy Pelosi Oba Ghana on a black congressional caucus by before more America Parliament a year House of Representatives and the Senate and now mobile be no money or be a buy on buy and the friend John Lewis no George na America Federal Parliament na Nancy no we benefita na John Lewis no so bibini America before ni bi na oba ya ka John Lewis asem no say he is an icon of Parliament. He provides Parliament with the institutional memory that we need. Okasa sem pa no baby different say why captain ama Parliament John Lewis no na wakɔ abato mpre gunso a edunso no nyinaa moto abama 17 times na yaso abama so now so Ghana the Parliament ne wanyini power say but akɔ mpre nso ni akɔ mpre botwe no ifa bebree ka no ho asɛm mo sɛ ade tedja meja me nkɔkɔ na yesa fa bagbi a wokɔ abɔnte nimdeɛ a wɔde yi lecture saa asɛm no wɔde wɔkɔ primary school a memusu yɛ wɔkɔ Hussein Inusa Uba MPP Spider Ben Abdallah Dr. Niyama Obrekum Rebiu Pariansa Sankrofo nyinaa de nimdeɛ a ɔmanya a ɔmhyɛ bɛdwam no ɛkɔ abɔnten so na foforɔ aba afei yɛbɛ training no nti saa abobo no na yɛdi wɔ saa asɛm no
okay
na sɛ yɛbɛsɛ yɛn ho sɛ ɛkwan bɛn ne bɛtumi afrɛ si saa nneɛma no ano na yɛ asɛ ebi akɔduro no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛne political parties no ka sɛ wɔn kɛka ho ne ma saa nneɛma because titiri no MPP NDC constitutions a wɔn no de ebusu no ne ma ho kwan saa o wɔkɔ aburokyire mu a ne yɛtie ne sɛ parliament biba parliament the parliamentary party in parliament has said ankrankro biara performance na yɛn budie yɛn fa constituency party nkranka yɛn constituency party no brano ebia 3 months bia ana sɛ busu minutes bia yɛn ma one reports on the performance of MPs number party headquarters. The British Parliament at the corner, any difficult things in Bano, a cabo which they say, MP were here, you may be in your dinner to say. In Vienna, a cotton swabber. A Bruchino no yen to say any paraswabber. Name maybe out the one for a BD, and ask a parliament member on one more day. Let's say, young cotton swabber, and the near cotton swabber. Now, battle, they better swabber. And you see a man, never can create Binipa Henum. Yet to a bar. Main family may consume different. Now, no year about Nipa and Pim at Ducian line, 54,000 to a man. Now,
but honorable me assure say Bibeka say we there just a more person who safeguard them home Timo can say and you bet me extend this and to cry say and your man penny been sure what is sure if he's on so born home or any yanto no so about honor any nami
Mampenia what is true Mampenia a breast one a transfer
yeah
a transfer second of union a transfer
yeah and Timo the primaries muna moka na say bia the entire okay. It makes sense.
All card-bearing members of the party and government. What you say? So, you say, Nipa, your friend is saying, I henum and cotton swabber. And the day, that's a secretary, a back, a bemoon. A secretary and a bemoon, young I am say. That deal, you can't see a bribery and any corruption. Now, many people know yes, that's your back. Let's say, your money to be the party will need your money to be what comes when you for Christmas? So, if it's got the car, you have found coach of mine. Maybe our faculty has a bit of a crack with the Atenica.
You enjoy listening to
na if you akra na chinidia ba hasisi honorable ebi say nya mo kan die eno so ntoto kabima menkebi esa na say ye gi amanfo na so mo anso kire so kibwa me be say honorable oseche mensa bonsu even though obo no boy but ya ye pese to no so aba ya be kire wo ya de be mo akọ but if you na pa
obi say amasin me ma wonu obi say amasin in the political party. So,
yeah.
Say, they say everything they want them. They fireman and you studio. The man penny or be prem or primary. And a party to drama. And a okoye. In China, soon party or primary to do. Partner corporate Debbie, I didn't hear because then I did to say, oh, yeah, yeah,
Tinama acclamation.
Yeah, acclamation.
Yeah,
because what does it mean? It means that, like the one that or the man on because we need to use or that is the import of it. In it now, Mampani Pia or Tishono, the Ocase, so could be the party no one co primaries. Ye acclamation demand. America will say from sanity.
Yeah.
Nti adena and then that man na omo ye ema MPs who are butchering. So yeah idea ye acclamation. Just a report from Parliament, you know. Any report from constituency me na kabo say oh yeah idea dia. Let's just say I will say acclamation man.
Honorable Mpacho Mr. O mi musa bibi kakra. Is it not maybe as Abia meaning how to put it, but in a form of it near what is Abia Ubohun say unopposed, we call unopposed. This Abia we have it in a way be ewa has a mana.
Again, you can say you will be unopposed. Again, my can say unopposed. Me party for can say me unopposed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But me can say. I was saying yes, should be
okay.
Parliament and the James are going to over yard deal. Near this I'm consumed before no. You see, so Ebia, and you say, they train Vienna, you Ebia, which means, maybe you have a report of that. an idea of saying that quarterly the ever report on that. The Parliament is on James Abusia. Conscience and James Abuso, Bahapa, and any anything. For some years for the Bano, Parliamentary report about the Parliament canon in here. Parliamentary party na make count. Ono the conscience no can. Ye then and ye na go dia. So ye make one dia amra me trouble. What you say? After me can say on a post no.
Yeah.
But they make can say you need ask to be a
okay, what you say?
Yes, you ask it. Ye the register sadia na. Afi you wa shame.
Okay.
There are some places where you be on the post. Parties on one of those. Where we see them they make independent.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
Because you need ask the papa be a years idea.
Okay.
So
okay.
You need me to team ma.
Okay.
Ma idea free.
Okay.
No, na make say me na na no entity for to be. When you na mo the mo kura mo team the boss. NDC for year mo dey the mo mo team e coach. What is so man make me you bet me tolerate it idea. The can man ke be near bena. As a man, I seek a same. And so they are very experienced people in the system. Be or beginning what radio secondary school, university lecturers, a big person by parliament. Now met what they only there are many of them are near Kosui, Resica Semi Manima, Ocean, but the bottom you until Tanya and Ebanon and the Yamenko. Nay, she named therefore any shame who was on the bois. You can make cabino. Make us a young queen in me. Yes, sir. The question and saying they kind of crash anyone. 2 primaries from now. The minimum we are Sunny man, minimum Ghana.
Saying, come on, yes, I get you a home some superior move, say, Muhia, say, you better do your marketium.
Linear. I'm saying, if any you are a big cassa, say, Boapayo, the same. Now, what can I say now? What Christian? The cassa, you know, bear me to be a son. Questions and answers. And the back thing, a cassa. At the end, I ain't. Yes, fear. At the end, between I and the poor. Woman, what children miss you who know. And now, in Cafe O, meaning the yard. Or say in I agree because on so quite Bushilma. Parliamentarians will be on a free B backbenches, a free B middle benches, and a free B front benches. Beer, what chair will no one is sure when you dear so could be or the parliament man. But I know vice chairman of a committee, and I chairman of a committee, and I deputy ranking member, and I say ranking member, and I say leadership or council, or a whip, a deputy whip, or a chief whip, or a leader. And no parliament is here or no. Eddie, a Katiano, or more the Bibica Crackana. So a chairman, a Bibica Crackana. So called public service. Say, will be a fun young buffalo. And you will be our chief director, market you have it. Senyete, the boy. Many am a woman. Will be a fun young buffalo. Or Ministry of Energy, and or Yajuma. And the fun and then. And will be our trade when we be in Fiat. Our be deputy director and chief director. So much more and also be head of a certain unit.
Sure.
But Parliament did me. Tanya Nemasity on the Yaketiano. Article 71. And now, President General was a tape by some food more parliamentarians like Ketia. The year I could back up across the
MPBR, dear, then yet, say 1,000 gun or BRG 1,000. Whether you're majority leader or you're minority leader. Anti CC am open no senka position ya okutano ni udibre ni ahwe hu na ye de akutua ndi ama.
Eno no the committee in the best establishment from MPs. No, the Parliament Nankasa and some pekakra because Minia Enra, the Parliament. Your group will be a no more, the Yamra no shame, the from Widow Committee. The Quasitana, Munsiano, ye pona about an adjutant. We be as you go. The Sam Crawford now, one minute, or see a PB Cacade, a shell money.
Now, Parliament was a guardian.
Oh, pay your budget. Yeah, budget. Budget, you know. But soon for the year committee, no. Yeah, almost budget amount.
And it should be factored in the budget.
Now, because it's the end of that, maybe a committee chairman. And I'm saying no more additional responsibility, you know. Maybe a pekakra and fan cushion. The vice chairman, ranking member, opposition spokesperson, what is that? Deputy ranking. So, and now we there's no maybe a deputy whip, we a second deputy whip, we a first deputy whip, we a chief whip. So, we a vice, we a deputy leader, we a leader, minority leader, majority leader, we a first deputy leader, we a second deputy leader. Now, and also I'm a recognition about a class say be chair of one because of course I know much almost as you
yeah.
We have 3 terms, and so we need to be able to feel. We need to be 4 terms, we need to be 2 terms, no be vice chairman. We be 3 terms, no be chairman. No be the 4 terms on your chairman, other than vice chairman. What you say? The national system also have recognition. That's the name. And so, what I say, if you be a chima, then so you say, Parliament, and sometimes you wonder, say, if I be and there will be a small back and you leave it to once out. Say, you can't understand. Because as someone you can't run, will be a team. And your report, my report to say, you see, increasing MP salaries.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the kind.
Okay.
Because the catch me, Bukra say, Article 71, Office Holders Committee, President ATA. Now, I established that in the union. But you say, I was a Parliament now, to appreciate baby, I will be an idea, nothing. Because I know Parliament's never baby, and Gonna hang one and the so, maybe I can say, but I say, you want to nature in peace now. And you come back with it.
Okay. Minya yanke beto akoso but a brainity yana senior finsia say honorable Nyaminsha Papa no Adaje. That's the majority leader and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Mrashibe Jino Jamaya Swame, Honorable Che Mensa Bonsu, and our attending Kano. Well, Studio Muhammad saying Alaji Naziru Mohammed, National Communication Officer, NDC, is a member of the NDC National Communication Team, and Zongo Concourse, also, and Okasa Edemomo. Na watrasio studio no han say me mana kwa ba ne aba bedin komo ye hwe nim say George EC woye a member of the National Communication Team and osan so kasama nadmo and so ye hwe nim so ba be kainsa before mema Alhaji Naziru Akwaba ma menkin kan ye mo comment ni kakra na ye ntoa so Bukala Jonas Adia from Kerry says please let the NDC know that being in opposition doesn't mean heaven must descend. Why are they trying to storm every aspect of this peaceful nation unnecessary with unnecessary act? That's Mukala Jonas Adia from Kerry. We will compare 2016 GM's administration to Nanado's administration. We will compare national debt 2016 to Nanado's national debt 2020. That is one from Gideon Amwakon from Agona Inkum. Ghanaians should never allow NDC to confuse them, because when it comes to governance, NDC are very poor. No policy, only division. That's George from Italy with that one. Mamiki Papabi says JDM should never think Ghanaians have short memories. That's Mamiki Papabi from Sunyang. And to one here from Teacher Kujo from Tepa, Nyine Susu says, good job done by the EC. Shame on those who said new voters register is not possible. My God, may God bless their president, the EC and the Supreme Court judges. Teacher Constitution with that one. And to one here that says GES has made headmasters powerless because of political interference, and it's affecting the quality of secondary education in the country, allow professional teachers to do their professional work. Political interference in the management of schools and universities in the country should stop. That's one here from Prato being evidence. Breman Esikuma. The people said they are not Ghanaians. They want to leave with Papa V to Western Togoland. You said no. Now they want to register to vote as Ghanaians too. You have sent military to prevent them. Asembe Nkrani, Kobi Sapato. Meet 100.9 Muntie Media Suno Asogwe. Alaji.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they. Boko Yugusunga Krankra. Right. I don't know. I think so to be perfect. In Komoya, Yeni Chairman Sabosudi, Magic a few honum say. I'm sure you want to share a few comments on it. In some city. Forum, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, actually, our forum. In order to deepen a parliamentary institution in their course. I'm sure that's senior can no. Mintio kakra ebi episode eshase honum say.
Me da say medin chair sumbo na etiefo na ahwefo nyina.
Njoso.
Na masan so achia NDC Frank Atuni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ani na bedi chire Professor Jane Nana Opokwajiman. I'm say Yabeka asema odi abetu just here ya we interview the honorable majority leader no. I'm say yen and start to say or raise the issues I say some way are okay because they be know if he say there should be some form of discrimination in the way Parliament works. A woman saying you know to Obama me ma becha wa ha. A woman saying you know to Obama na ye could do hono minority chief whip and as a majority chief whip inti when your additional role I will play with Parliament apart from the formulating law and dealing with your constituencies inti ye sa anwa yemfa yensisemu na yembosa ankofo no ho ban. But there is a fundamental question I'm ever saying beside and I was expecting say obe bisano. And I must admit also say me no eka say my understanding of what he has said and so na me. But if one so be to me abuamia to give me your perfect understanding because Okasano I didn't concentrate on what exactly he wants to say, then we will not have the events and drag this matter back and forth. Me, you know, me or say, treaty
no, so especially maybe some.
No, me say, what about one more ministers, one more members of parliament?
First of all, there's a number of issues no can answer.
Yeah.
Okay, about this thing, sir. It all has to do with incentivize people in parliament. And I say they suggested say, Msusuye ba akono say okay. MPs are omo eyemrashe BJMCC no. Say CC there's a system. Some people go unopposed. They say be MPP for me and primary CC. They say be a chairman Sambonsu went unopposed. Now
party no na
yeah party no
will be as
yeah
from crime farm.
Okay, but I'm saying say BBC on my year.
Yeah.
Ebi emria bebre bi no call unopposed in your ka ho ni. But see they don't have any yardstick. Isusu dua bi eni o say ntubon say bi I ka say Naziru call unopposed. Na obi nsu nwini obi di achinye say identity say Naziru. So even leads to people going independent. Enti they now advocating say there should be a proper measurement or some kind of benchmark so that the political parties themselves will get involved by maybe setting up certain committee and our body beer who will now be measuring parliamentarians as omoyo omejumano. So from time to time they also even update even the parliamentarians and even the political parties so that when they get to a time where if it's okay obi maybe our born homode, you also want to incentivize those people so that you put that measure and say it's okay. This person's so-called unopposed. Now you have a proper measurement. A scale out this is now the okay. Oh, so that it's in the maho.
in the end of the day, Metiasia,
yeah,
or G2 say, Parliament, I will say, do be a bo a bimu
yeah.
Say Obimbe contest, Metiasia, that is all that he wants to say,
sure,
and
sure.
that he believes in that.
Sure.
The sign Ijumadin or
sure.
And I'm
sure.
Correct. That is why I'm saying that if this is what Chairman Sabosu is saying, this is the most useless thing I've ever heard any reasonable Democrat mention.
I know, yes.
But I don't know. It's not useful. So how do I say? We can't tell what we. It's not useful. Someone can. It's not useful. It's the most useless thing I've heard any reasonable, Democrat raise. Say, Yankobo be who by na no. Say party no na measure. And there is no member of parliament serving a particular political party.
Bear my see ABC. Ebi until my to say UK crime Fatum said these are things and yes Ghana
UK almost the bicycle core parliament or what na motor cross soda. UK members of parliament almost the bicycle na core what na motor soda. And America said there is no member of parliament representing a political party. You represent the people of your constituency. Help them formulate laws. Help them represent them and have their voice heard. Member of parliament be anywhere or representing party headquarters or ban peswaso ebegina o manam akogina parliament e mawom ono na okasa mawom ono ena ebe ndai asema ya ha wom no odi betudwa ama ban etie na waye wom asade amawom ono ena be hye mra. That is the job of parliament. It's our way, no. Eduma be na obetimi aye yesoro nkwa ye be ka che say wo de man contest. They are digging the ground. This is MPP for you. Enforcing discrimination in everything they do, even including parliament. And now the parliament has started. Woman kwanya we are or say the next nanado be a ebenya. Ati aye from we waka che say why are the intima obi an contest no. There will be no election in that year. Do you think this is democracy? This is useless. Useless or say Chairman Sabunsu. Rethink about this. We are serious people in this country. Are we not Democrats? On what logic? In the party no question I want the headquarters. Catch us okay. Headquarters or now asimisi o yade. Enti now mark us constituency for say mo mo contest.
So me to say as I no post enya dia we dey support to am call no post.
There is something we call on the post. You say nomination form.
Yeah.
Obi ambefa. Now nko awoko because constituency no ehun say wo bo hu bodin obi abakura ye ntoma no because of bodin bo ato forcing ejumako obi contested within the NDC. Nobody contested him. Did we open nomination? Yes, we open. Obi ankofa. There is no democracy in deliberately skewing things to favor some other people. And yet the most useless thing about it. Look, let's deal with some better things.
No, before I bet
member of parliament 2012.
So
I'm saying also Obiko contest on my head disqualifying the panel. And then we contest free. And I'm advising any Ghanaian. No political party should accept this because we are moving towards saying, say, a president or what, nobody should contest him. Is this what we are saying? Members of parliament play various roles. When you are a member of parliament, by the constitution of this country, we are supposed to take about 75% of our ministers from the members of parliament, from parliament. By the constitution of this country and by the setup of parliament, one more answer that some particular role, be it in government, mostly the opposition leaders. Okay, Rollins Abreso. No, that was Kufuor's time. How Yakubu Ogede the late. You didn't call ECOWAS Parliament. Now, you can say, you have a ministerial appointment, and one ordinary ministerial appointment. And people ask why. You say, me, I have my ECOWAS Parliament. I'm representing the, allowances that come with them. You are coming to give me a deputy minister to move me because who opposition, our parliament, and I said, you are not qualified to go to the ECOWAS Parliament.
Yeah.
She rejected that ministerial appointment and went to the ECOWAS Parliament to sit there.
Okay.
She prefers that.
Okay. Now,
and the Osanchemen Sabon should not, say, obliterate our democracy. Democracy, you're building up with him a competition. Majority carries the day.
Now, so back also it has to do with money. Fasika hon said, Mrasebe for no sisi omuna ketua. According to ye Ghana Mrano, Tennessee no bia dia ketua baako. I don't want to say omoba mutimi form say committee, obi a party committee chairman, obi a majority leader. Say nti eba ya. Kanon so no parliament nhwe. Sa aban no kra na ebionya. Budget na parliament dima aban no. Nka factor sa nkrofo no so no. Bibi kakra betim dey incentivize yom na eba mo mu nkran ebe show mu nkran. Eno so hu ni say.
Nti ye ko city no a.
Yeah.
Omoje allowances around omonje. Omo committees, omo cost city, omoje allowances around omonje. I mean, let's not act as if we don't know what we are talking about. Now, be sorry, your friends say rubbish, be wasting everybody's time. When they go, it is rubbish. Let's say it. Is this not rubbish?
Nasa, in fact, a Juma Oyema party. Na, Obiusu a member of the NDC, but they be on no yes, Jume. Tianopa, but sorry, Achua, if you fear be a Jume be a sorry, and you do a better than I'm saying. Nanti Obi party Nishana is okay. Look. People like Naziru almost omo party no almost turn your policies ni omo party no marketing anyway no mo bibi kakra mpan san kanya boni so anamboa
because no political party pays its executive.
Okay.
Members of parliament are paid. One more committees where they sit for the allowances. Every sitting they say they have sitting allowances. That allowance na edi ma ono yem fa no so ntunche na yem pe ono payments abon na yem ma no another sika say wa be ka kire Ghana for say members of parliament men will be on contest. Is that what he thinks why are there? Is this idea now why ya man contest no simplify issue. Masa, let's deal with more important issue. This thing will not fly. It will never end. I will resist it with the last fiber of my body.
Hey.
This as working because it is building. Yeah, okay, President Kuraba now to me away.
Now I'm resisting.
I am a citizen of Ghana. Do I have to be in a match and some to me catch one side or we will talk about it. We will convincing Ghana. Amount for to me register registration na ebe ma chairman sabunfu abe member of parliament amount for to me register.
Oh, what do you
people
mean?
Are dying.
Nazir having no Nazir
and we are sitting here
no Nazir man, don't go there because I'm sure say him the latest figures are coming out crash so far I'm hitting more than target until then I will say amount for to me register.
What went into the determination of the target? Let me ask you what went into the determination of the target?
What do you mean? What?
In 2012, when a Parijan, new registration, yeah, all the choir and the target, and they say, Okofa census. Census, no, yes, I hear. So we are American. Oh, no, who say, Mbebunu say, any woman, Unkokra say, any woman, any Niaki Kamu. Enti, Washa, Senya, Unkofoi door swing, Mbebunu no census, no, be two done. Say, any say, no. Me target is achieve 60 million. And on the call election, what went into the determination of the target? Catch him.
Say MCC
old target. What went into the determination of the target?
Old register and say almost about 16.8 as I.
Into the old register and target. And your old register no catch and say you bloated. Old register no catch. The reason we are changing the register today is because that register is bloated. So where are we going? Into you bet now on my name. Now you're shiny say.
Ntini
pa do my no left right.
Ni pa do say. Ni pa do say na. Ni pa do say. Ntini pa do say na some trum diom ebia. Nti usi ni one phone to me register.
And I'm debut. Me na make catch us one phone to me register. And I'll catch them say, "Umo is the target." And I'm asking you very reasonable
question.
What went into the determination of the target?
Yes, watch it.
We don't have it.
No, watch it.
We are sitting in the country like
no, watch it. So me bisa say ni padodo say na ususu say nke so muntimi register.
I'm looking about 90 million people.
90 million.
90 million. Your statistics are we are telling you that we can get 90 million Ghanaian voters. That is what we are looking at.
Now figures here by so far they say 90 million they say MC. That's MC do crazy.
Yebedu. That is what we say. Yebedu 90 million. That is our target.
Yeah.
Argentina, when we were saying 90 million, because I remember when Asedu Nketia first made the issue of the Ghana passport and the Ghana card, when he was making analysis.
Said the Ghana passport and Ghana card,
we can look at 90 million people. Now, Electoral Commission catch us on 50 million, and I'm saying no.
There be what about the Ghana card passport?
When Asedu Nketia started raising the general secretary of our party, for that matter. Started raising issues of the election. Catch the Electoral Commission say that one amuntui say voter register no eye bloated. Say mama no gina so tintin say or akoye new register. O catch him say they be obeye register no kra no a. Say nhihye ya wo ye untimi nya nkofo no bebe. Esan say ye hwe more than 90 million voters. Na nhihye ya ye de kodu ho no because o hwe wo more passport a wo mu ye sei embebu no e work Ghana card and as wo more Ghana card no e ye sei na Ghana population na nkasa no so e ye sei nti o hwe a wo ye san nhihye mu na wo kasa wo hwe 50 million enye na sa because ye benya voters sense the woman was adamant because there was no scientific basis for arriving at that target or the 30 year and I've proven to you there is no scientific evidence. And that about Toja says, sir, a Jumano a walker, any bloated register, you are now even trying to agree with me. Say by hook or crook, you're training you will mopping exercise in the Kakawa. You bet me as 90 million.
Yeah.
You are saying so. So what went into the statistics of my men Eddie and call 50 million? The gap variation between 19 and 50 million is very huge. And your variation are accepting any research or academic exercise. No,
yeah.
So what went into these are the flaws, and day by day, the Electoral Commission headed by Jane Mensah, with the collaboration of the MPP president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will be exposed. I'm telling you, day by day.
Are you sure say mumum ne bia na munimu go asina ma de cancer because say obeka mo ka chechi for class register cry ntimi yo meboa.
Yes.
But say ade ni aya ma say fide move the subo bom na target ni ade. I say am chiro cry mo say yeah.
Because the statistics no dey the reasons why our person change sa register. There's nothing to prove so to be prevented. And today, as I speak to you, what work catch and say, obey one more register 22. Bloated register. 2012. O catch and say I'm for 22. Into the baby. Make a 22 no it's a double. And I'm for register double. Now obi an confirm Mano NC body. I'm about register double.
Yeah.
And that Electoral Commission catch and say we are saying obey one more register double. And that is why I have a message for my people, the NDC. This is the greatest exercise that the Electoral Commission will use as its last bid to ensure say woman at the election koto MPP for as well yem. And say woman na ye juma. Until nobody hear the entire process. Now, register nipa mienu no be catch say we register nipa mienu no kra no. That woman should be quickly arraigned before court for causing financial loss to the state.
Okay.
For causing financial loss to the state. How do you tell me say nipa mienu ebi mo register mienu wo be yi omudi. Criteria be na edi be yi omudi. Register ba ko yan nipa mienu wo catch say nipa register bebre mienu. Yes, register. Why be register 2-3 weeks? Who can them say nipa register mienu? Having to wasted our money. Into your position, say idea or person here. It is impossible, no? Has it not been proven? Have we not been vindicated? Say idea or here. And I'm a let me give you a typical example. Obi to say John. Nyame emfa the currency. So we register, need you voter register no one say any.
So we register. Obi say John, let's assume say we register. Nidi woman as any. Dead bodies now, but say dead people no more catch and say we register. No, ebi register you cross to see a dead people. And she told us that is what she wants to clear out of the register. And I'm what? Haven't we? Are we not vindicated? Say you can say one to me. Are we not vindicated? Yes, she has not been able to do. What has she done? She has repeated what she bastardized. And that means to me, a chin and person makapia. Adia no ankasa bon sobono. Wabe repeat sa ade ni bio. O se yembo nsem ma no.
Okay. I mean, kind messages kakra. Na me mra na yento aso Naziru, Alhaji Naziru of the NDC National Communication Team and of the Zongo Caucus as well. And meneno studio no hanum say na Raj George AC, a member of the NPP National Communication Team, I saw on so be cancer on me man be do yeah. But yeah, to also now Naziru, someone has sent in this one. He says George Boateng was premeditatedly disqualified and harassed for his decision to contest Mahama for the flag bearership position of the NDC. At the end, Mahama went unopposed. We see ask Naziru what happened to the participatory democracy then. Avocado Constance or senior Mimbusa no say Saji minim say will be big command there.
That election was in 2009. No, that wasn't 2009. That was 2012. Primaries, you know. NDC called it. I mean, that if we Richie and Atoye, sitting president, our leader in Iho. My vice presidential candidate, you know, in line with the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. You know, it's actually Constitution of Ghana, the car say the president, you know, a vice president, you know, take you over. Now, vice president, you take you over. We had to decide for the 2012 election who will lead us. Now, it was 3 months. We went to Congress. We opened nominations. Nepal be fire no. Why they disqualify no? Based on the ground, say he doesn't qualify to contest for the party because he's not met his requirements. Chairman Sabun's war all cop 2020 election way. 2012 Nepal contest and he disqualify no. Did we say that start 2012 no now can this all parliament? And if we have done so, let's say Yaya Boni say Obi abe contested. Now you be a nomination. Chairman Sabons is saying that you don't open nomination, you protect the person. Simplicity.
Okay, all right.
So you make one thing you can say and so back commenting, or else they'll continue exposing their ignorance.
All right, so let me continue with the messages. Namen Sambra Subiomo Sekweku from UK says the current NDC party is dead working organization, whereby if something is not done as early as possible, the party will be on the verge of disintegration. That's Sekweku from UK. And to this one, Aben from Kwabenya says, fellow Ghanaians, as the registration ends today, don't be left out. Go and register to be part of those that will kick out a tribal bigotry and depreciated incompetent President Nana Akufo-Addo come December 7. I stand for John and Jane. That is one from Aben Kwabenya. Farouk from Tema says, the NDC's desperation for power is becoming dangerous to our democracy. Let's say no to tribal bigotry. That's one from Farouk from Tema. The babies with sharp teeth are now saying they didn't insult Rollins, or it is the grooming to insult that they didn't do. We still remember what Kudeta Blackwa, Omanebo Amafusukachi, Haruna Drisu, and Edwin Ni Lantivanapa all said to Rollins, and this is what the Voltarians need to fight against. Not registration, but from Tema. Former President John Mahama to pay assembly members if he comes again. I think in opposition he has forgotten about governance, so he needs a refresher course. Boateng from Denmark, and also yes,
yeah. Assemblyman. Say betrayal. Except for say betrayal. He is also a member of parliament. Besides assembly members, no almost sacrifice every day. Then he or Mark say protect you. He has not thought of that. Or to walk at and say, you protect you or no, and then the cover. Why is discrimination so common in the minds of the MPP?
Now, I don't know. So,
okay, Master, have you done a critical analysis of the issue? You've raised a very important question. Parliamentarians, assemblymen, assemblyman, it doubles what the parliamentarian would do. Why? Because parliamentarian offering constituents one person who are not better parliament and cry hard.
Ignore Mohammed's promise to pay assembly members, MPP Ashanti caucus. The caucus of assembly members of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, in the Ashanti region has called on Ghanaians to ignore former President John Dramani Mahama's promise to pay salaries to assembly members when re-elected as president. Interesting. I mean, say, finance, I'm sorry, Jose.
Look, these days we do politics of your friends and facts. Don't we make it?
Yeah.
So if you say assemblymen, MPC, Ashanti region number.
Yeah.
Uko Edukrum Nima. Ewa Ashanti region Kumasi. Assemblyman or Warho, your friend Rashid. Remember on the number. And then let's call him right now. As only baby order. Only baby order. And run a year in a few hospital. A boy boom. Say all monitor election for the polling station. And to remember on the number, this is very simple. Now our friend before the program ends. Don't you make no? Maybe number no bema. No one also catch the assembly members in Ashanti region say Omompe. Then you hear what we say. Now we are prepared, very well prepared. 2020 we must win that election to rescue this country. And you don't worry yourself at all. Remember on the number, my body there. Your friend Rashid, honorable Rashid.
Yeah, but
your friend, your honorable Rashid, your friend Zongo Sabino, and I say Zongo Sabino, your friend, a very common name. And the number mawa, now video what to me I should share a catch no now on also a cassette or on pesa isikano. And don't you see the contradiction? Wabra James Abunzu from Ashanti region. I say Yema won preferential treatment. Say Omaye Ejuma. And ya Juma Tina to Abama so Munko Ejuma.
Na James Abunzu or MP na we assembly.
Yema on preferential treatment. Then you treat you Musika. Assemblyman men or Ashanti region, and it is very serious. Ashanti regional assemblymen say woman MP salary, and that's almost woman pay Muhammad, you pay Nanado die, woman pay salary. But I've given you one of them. He's an assemblyman, and my mom the person also they do Chrome Nima, Rashid, mon friend, na mon bisano. All those who are Ashanti region, then you can dispute. This you have the bogus claimer and any bar political you have the politics any partisan politics I show mutia one more end to me who and clear from and draw into your betro bibiana ya can bibiana ya reko. And yes, I never this year.
Okay.
I am telling you we are determined to ensure because as I speak to you now, the violence that is going around the dinner yet Toronto. It is threatening our the very democracy we all want to protect.
Example.
For example, way back in 1996, the first time NDC, MPP ever contested ABBA Parliament. 1992, a parliamentary contest. Omampenyi na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo. Way back in 1996, how many years no? Or no? And I made the minimum so I had the first person who cheat who I was Chebi against your friend Oro Kwamofa. First person 1996. First person who cheat who after election who Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Fast forward today, how Akumsin is repeating it. Banda people are repeating it. And yet one kekena individuals no 822. One more assign the police who say soldier for say invisible forces no terrorizing the good people of Ghana in the stronghold of the NDC with the assistance of the Electoral Commission.
and you think, sir, it is not threatening our democracy? Yeah, don't we believe that power is transient? And again, I'm referring everybody to go check my joy online, and I think Peace FM even carried it. The statement of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on the election day in 2012. And say election day, you have to beef up security to ensure that somebody doesn't foment trouble. Like they are moving. Only police people were at the police station. Indeed, to avoid preventive soldier fall from coming, we included even prison service, the immigration service. Enforce law and order. That is the primary responsibility of the police, not the military. Not military, if some issue be bad, we will call for reinforcement. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo then said, the presence of the military on our street, the soldier for now, woman beto abanu suro. Into mu dwane. Woman beto abanu mu suro edwane. Into sa soldier for no yemfa mo nko back to barracks. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Wo be ka kire yen se opa yen chow yen so won hwe. Is this what wo pese ye wo de kire yen? And so hwe no. Eno na wo de kire yen no. Say ne wo the soldier for the police for ye so. No wo tete yen. Ubya wo say yembe ka kire wo say wo na we Democrat. And I'm telling you, go back, check the history. 1996, Nana Addo Dankwa ono yi to first achem Echebi, sorry. And they were their president. Nkofo suafin in China, more catcher and say, that is not a violent political party. They believe in violence. They unleash violence from Kwame Nkrumah to today. The only way to get what they want is through violence. But wouldn't be? You say, wo ya odiero. Esan say yen nyina no, Nyankopon na ekura yen no. Unim ne Nyankopon e de beboa wo nua no. Na ma, say wotumi di nkunim e wo so. Unim, so fi se to twa akon no, wo de ye wo akon. Na wo kire se wo tum wo sojafo. Na wo de ya, Nyankopon so be kire de tumi.
Okay.
But even before Nyankopon be kire de tumi no, o ka kire say yen tu anamon. Wo tu anamon a Nyankopon so beboa wo. Sa na muntu no, e na ye di akukuduro. Yede bibia na yeye yede akukuduro na yeye. Esan say we are not dealing with normal human beings. We are dealing with people when mutimu assume omo pedi boni omo ndwene ho.
Meba na yaba be di nkomo kakra fa ye asemba kwa no so abai fa manyoko NDC ho. But my main kind comment ne bi nso a mode abre na yenko enim. Mesha Kasanti from Abusokan says I'm even becoming more annoyed when I heard Dr. Shibwa speaking concerning allegation made by NDC aspiring MP for K2 South, because how can they do both NIA card and voter registration in a particular time at the same time? Mesha Kasanti from Abusokan. JB from Insalem says, for me, I don't blame the student because charity, as they say, begins at home. For all you know, they are those students whose parents don't have. Lord have mercy. Dr. Damblo from Brimsu Apeusika says, Dr. Sajifo Kwame Nkrumah never needed 4 years in getting Ghana independence. Only a corrupt president like Nado and his NPP government needs 4 years to steal more. That's Felix Kwachi there. Okru Yabua Breman Benin says, I've decided, deduce two things from what these students did. One, their behavior clearly shows that there's something wrong with the moral fiber of our society. Two, there is lack of parental control as a result of time and financial constraints. Therefore, it is hard time we revisited our extended system of family where everybody is somebody's child. Okru Yabua from Breman Benin. Tofik from Kaswa 94 says, Kwesi, today is the last day of the voter registration exercise. Good citizens of Ghana, come out in your numbers to register to vote for free SHS, NAPCO, nurses and teacher training allowances, etc. And Ado for the future of our children. That's one here from Tofik from Kaswa 94. Leave Nanado's graduates alone. When do you decide to bring down the quality of education to suit yourself, your selfish, greedy interest? This is what you get. Since Nana became president, the common sense and right of expression is lacking. Everyone is mute and can't talk about things that are going wrong under Nanado. It is pity. Odumankuma Obuadie from Bantama. Musa Abatua from Kumasi says, what's happening since new voter registration started is something that shouldn't be entertained at all. If we allow soldiers to be part of our electoral processes, then we have serious issues to deal with. However, NPP and Akufo-Addo are setting a bad precedent, and if a successful government begin to adopt such strategy, no hypocrite show open his or her mouth. That's Musa Abatua. Need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE Jumedi Suno. So, Mene Alaji Nazir Mohammed is a member of the NPP National Communication Team and from the Zongo Caucus. Now, if you said George A.C., who is a member of the NPP National Communication Team, Babekan, so Timi Mambe Duye. Mamini Alaji and Santos. Alaji. Right, so for President Rawlings, they say Wakasa, say Enyamabi Koso, NDC, Muyamfi, Abetimama, NDC, party no Timiako form. And I think say Nina Jina, Buka, I say Professor Pamina Hoy, a day Ababe Tuja, or say recent activities may cause NDC to collapse. Now, and apparently any Volta Youth Network of the NDC, Volta Youth Network of the NDC, Edin Komo. Omasem Yina, and say the hierarchy, the top hierarchy of NDC. Omun can be being chair, Professor Kwame Ahoy. Oman can be being chair, Penia, and ye, Omuso Minimbe. Sabu Kuno Diababe Tujano is wrong timing. A man for Binuma Kasebia Church or Madrimo. What do you think? Idea you say bookway bet me a hamu more fortunes this election year.
They didn't kind. Maybe so say chasing the elephant into the bush affected MPP fortune. I mean that's a very fundamental question now because chasing the elephant into the bush is a book I try. Particularly referencing the activities of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo as a leader of a political party. Any decisions will take here, and what party no could lose the election. That chasing the elephant into the bush, a political book concerning MPP. Whereas as there and your papa Professor Kwame Ahoy, on one academic exercise and your NDC book. I hope you get what I'm saying. Those are the difference. Into any academic exercise, not sponsored by the party, not in the name of the party. As a professor, actual memoirs. I've encouraged the writing of memoirs by Womoe de Camfono. Now one can wait me a boy ama to say to me bibi every woman because some of the things in your classroom experiences. Send a tool, no send to me this solve a problem, no, and a bit to me, ama a chamber so be a free. So that is what he has done. His memoirs, not NDC memoirs. And it is an issue between Penny Womi, you know. Where if you say, oh, wait, say a brain now or a say, see, Nippon so say, also the Bay San see. Missumu, mu, say, say. So that thing remains with the academia. Say one more proper review of the book and proper claims, you know, then one more the issues, you know, are to the right perspective. It has nothing to do with NDC. Indeed, one more me NDC for. Indeed, we would have wished to say Anka could do say Obibe Fisa de be wakan some no cry family who are yen I will feel about. Indeed, we would have wished say Bedusa. But to zero this activity and say that is the trump card that MPP for the beb guguru ya who akachire and say oh and now we kuntokwa when MPP for kuntokwa sim ubia or political party to the extent say for the first time in the history of the fourth Republican dispensation ye chairman and the vice the vice as a general secretary if you are kunyemu they went ahead to win election didn't they
So, whatever it is, woman and a mope and a walk launching book, and I'm wa. Nipana book, no so far no, as stating a position. I don't know where it brings the party in.
Just relax.
I don't know where it's bring the party in.
Enjoy listening to
Anka ya kwayano, and anka the history of the party. Then the party will come in to say that, oh, that party no officer Hana we say no, yes, officer say because evidence really. But it's an individual academic exercise. He's entitled to his opinion. Nipa no official say yanye no is entitled to his opinion. And the matter ends there. Then we'll move on. Well, professor. So what next? I don't think we have enough to say, except to say the fact is that some of the issues being raised, issues now in the Rollins Aircan, issues now party in Penyufoni be a resident than about peace we are hearing in the Kekahon. Extra will say people sacrificed. They were not asking, say, young protect you, no more ministers forever. They were not asking, say, young protect you, no more Rollins enter a binoso forever. They were not asking, say, young protect you, no more Abodakwe was in parliament. They were not asking, say, young Montina parliament forever and ever. What they were fighting for, no, say, the sacrifices are man for aye to ensure, say, you better build this democracy. And ne, abeye, you first say, you wa, obia sorry, and now kabia gumuna wa sorry ako. It took the sacrifices. I didn't think the young sacrifices, no more sacrifices here. One more nanko movie school. Emra na ye ko Nigeria. Obi biara the entire education in Ghana was brought to a standstill because our professionals, teachers, lecturers, ko Nigeria. There is lucrative business there. Ye tuya muye oho. Professor Kwame na wa mu anko. Omutina ha serve o man no. Those are the sacrifices they've done. Emreana eye din no bi antumi nkasa Ghana na yabedu mpempenso bi a we are at the middle of nowhere. It took the sacrifices of Rollins here yebegina mfimfin. Efre ye magana for Jane so at the peril of his life. I don't think no sacrifice in the yanka. Now we see na we see sad some na okana NC and na yede be ya juma ye be catch and say so it's a matter that we have to discuss. Ebia you do university or peer review mechanism. Peer review mechanism what the academia no. One more and yet that side discussions and put the fact as they are. Then we can continue. But for us now, NDC for no. Fi say the major aspect of the one most important thing I was say as at now say you sacrifices now na no ma ye no that sacrifices na ehia na ne then na ubetimi aye we are on a rescue mission on mine etiti apansam we are going back to the revolution days. Who can say revolution days no who can yebema GTV news Ghana map no na dani. We are going back to that era. Because as I speak to you, over 130 billion are buying back per oboro are buying what this fourth Republican dispensation oboro size cano. Size cano hin. Sa buying no and a better say menu ye ka say there is something even yen fan wa yenya. Any sika free muba. Kufuor kono ojayen one well the Jubilee field. Joma ama timi abone home body or the thing or the sankofra yenya gas e free mu ni nyina ye de ama ban we sika yeje in terms of taxes esla ni ne account to protect your energy sector ye jamano we've left for him a working well refined system na mills administration e be gift mix Ghana integrated financial management system. Ya ye nyoma bebre ato ama say wo de betina so na koyo and also wo betina se a esan boni e wo mutim and say nipa and omo target asay no instead of say omo be develop kuro no and ye nyina ye wo ground zero businesses na ye gugu no ordinary Ghanaian into me nkasa Wakasa, I say, hey, I didn't tell Wakasa. But you see, it is very dangerous. Some of us will continue to talk. And let me use this opportunity. Now, remember, Obetisa, your first Bishop Asari. And now, Bishop Ajin Asari.
Yeah.
Bishop Ajin Asari. Say, what you may see in the book, and yes, or come somewhere answer for the or say, Mon say, sad way, and everybody knows saying it. Now, I will be at your mediocrity is taking over excellence under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Okay. All right. Nazir, I mean, fire comments kakra entry me na me ho membra na me meji ni twato ye ba be hwe. Enra
Brad move on nso to a omudwimpi.
George ana. Enra say mo flag bearer. I'm penny that I call register here. Now, register we or the same year to Jamibania Baby Dune Commona, Electoral Commission for Su and then movie mop up Saturday. All those issues, Namima, Yenfa, NC. But some of messages now about a champion Kaguchi Electrical Atonsu station says today is the last day of voters registration, and I'm still maintaining that those who have not yet registered must quickly go and register. A champion from Kaguchi Electricals now. One here from says, I'm a free from Medina. Please, have they reduced the lorry fares? Oh, and they said, 1st August, you can't here, and then 6th August. So, if you are patcho, may reducing why by 10%. So why? Who told former President JM that he will come again? From Assemblyman to President, who else? What else does he want again? Yahweh do from Dansoman. Teacher Kujo from Tuobodama Dantasi says Ghanaians, President Nana Akufo-Addo is really God sent president to our country, Ghana, because he promised and he has fulfilled it. That is one here from Teacher Kujo. Now, those students insulting the president must be called to order by their teachers and parents. Why should you be angry? All because the invigilators are strict. Lexus from Overcomers Basic School, Afranci Yautano. Leviticus Powers from Kaswa says John Mahama is a complete bomb, equating 3.5 years to 8 years. NDC must be rejected big time by Ghanaians. That's Leviticus Powers with that. Well, see, why do you always read text messages from Finland? Eric Hakuna Matata says it is really worrying in our modern day democracy that an opposition party like the NDC is supposed to give hope with alternative good politics, but they only resort to divisiveness and tribal politics. Oh, you didn't hear them yesterday. You didn't hear Sami Jemfi yesterday. He accused the NPP of rather being divisiveness. So, well, need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi soon as you go. Me bana ni Alhaji Nazir Ewie. Yentie Omanpenyi Dada. Flag bearer for the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, Enra Ena Okoye, Onosuko ni din abato humenemu ewo Bole ni krom. Honum saying na ya to aba. 2020 is why na dream say ohwa no beto no nti oho eno Okoye no kotro ni din. Na otro ni din wie no wakasai. Nsem odi tu dwa NTV.
The Akufo-Addo administration is trying our dictatorship. A lot of the things that are happening, closure of radio stations, harassment of journalists, and just recently during this registration exercise, the alienation of people and the questioning of their citizenship, the use of the military to prevent people from registering. It all shows a government that is determined to do everything to hang on to power. President Rawlings was the first president under the Fourth Republic. He ruled this country for 8 years. He handed over peacefully, a peaceful and united country to President Kufuor. President Kufuor was in power for 8 years. He handed over a peaceful and united country to President Mills. I took over in 2012 after the unfortunate passing of President Mills. And I handed a peaceful and united country to President Akufo-Addo. Unfortunately, what nation is President Akufo-Addo going to hand over to me when I take over from 2020? We will bring back the peace and unity of this country. We'll make all our people feel that they belong to this country and that some people do not own this country more than others.
Okay, so and some of my penny dada John Dramani Mahama, what the two draft flag bearer for the NDC, na Wakano, and the tough one say, or see, my penny Rollins, my penny dada Rollins be di Ghana so be in fear watching. And what the Ghana assume Jimua, what the share ye, my penny dada Kufonsa, my penny dada Kufonso, and the Matamels assume Jimua, and bridge ese bubu Ghana ma free mu no betre kunya no so tran so eto abama no ono so bebedi so be mfie nan ono so ana wode ma omampanyi nana adodanko Akufo-Addo asundwe mu a enso omampanyi ba de asundwe pa wa Ghana hanum sin aboyen aboyen wo man mu hanum sin na ya odwe ho kra se nti Ghana ben pa na 2020 ana 2021 Ghana for to abai mano na eye omampanyi a otisu sisie wo bedane dia mano nensem no etofabo na ba ko abem se no amanfo ni agye ho a etwitwetwitwa titiri MPP for atom live so pa ne ometwa no omo share be 13 seconds nsem bi omampanyi kan yetie
Register and kick out this non-performing government. It's been 8 years of abandoned projects, 8 years of failed promises. One village, one dam has not materialized.
Okay, so no your can say aban bae in fear watry promises but sure they share Ghana for nyina no oh sure onya hwe you see obey one village, one dam in fear watry nie onya hwe. And then the MPP for senior somewhere. There's a wakra wish Rashama, Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Nanado by 8 years no di. Naziru. I'm sure say who say video am both chat toy. Where they say na no na fumu we won. So see 8 years of failed.
I swear me feel say 10 years of failed government. That's how I feel.
Oh, I said I know some man pay you on trans 8 years Naziru.
I'm say me that's how I feel. It's more than like 10 years. Or how I am from me feel say it's about 10 years of hardship. That is how I feel. I feel so not because me pese obima me jume bi a one farmer me. I feel so because of how pathetic or mine editorial teacher.
And you need to say na no afum.
Me say me I feel like 10 years.
Onyin to say na no na fum.
Me say o, me sre me busa. Me ni I wasn't at that place. Obina akọkọ afa tape aba. And tape now all born. Utimi ye ti kroma and a man for catch say ya doctor tape ya say. And I'm wa. Edi sa tape wa seba obe catch me catch say how I feel. The Sana John the man Mahama feeling there. I feel more than because I feel like it's 10 years.
Into your feelings.
And I'm say
and you know from your feelings.
Me, that is how I see it. So when you make I feel like it's 10 years. So I don't feel 8 years. I mean, I feel it's 10 years.
Okay.
Besides
but Nana do indeed 8 years.
Me say, I'm from so bang and I was.
Oh, me say,
it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
Now what? Wait the 4 years.
It has not been 8 years.
So it's my oh, nice. So and I make so.
I mean, indeed 8 years.
What is the difference between 8 years and years? Now, come on, say. Oh, what did you say?
What is the difference between 8 years and 3 years, 8 months?
Correct. Into over so kasa wakat wedi 3 years 8 months.
Who difference from 3 years?
Me person o person kasa wedi 3 years 8 months. And so what you to mu say it's been 8 years of you ever say hardship. And so what you to mu say it's been 8 years of corruption.
Okay, yanko anyway.
And the 8 and so one who say corruption.
Yanko anyway na nsem ni teach you talk about say sometimes who no dey be mind pa na Nana be hand over to him. Is there no peace in this country?
I've indicated to you, and there is a calculated attempt by the MP before. Sort to wash Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Son of for 3 consecutive times. Also Kobre. As a Ghana for on one Kasabe Pato, the Monso Menche. As a Ghana for a tour barman. That is exactly what they want to do again. But first time no muye they succeeded because na Ghana for and far to me teach you bia and share Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And ne ye to me a ye Ghana to me nyina no ahye or they direct here. Intimisremi Bissau. I've made reference here and you can go back and check. Say in 1996, Euro Kwamofa and Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo compete war Chebino. When the thing got hot, your first say Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo pulled a pistol, fired a pistol. This is the individual. Are you not surprised, say? Even demonstrations are Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo koye to justify his inclusion in our democratic procedure. Demonstration want to me kume prekwa. Obetu no see me preko. Want to me why is it everything violent? Ba kume preko, see be preko. Obi ade mienu. I mean, why? And you don't see anything wrong with it. Who start here kakwa who bibia amfa ho. As we speak today, say uyi the ordinary Ghanaian. No who be saying the terror that is being unleashed on the ordinary Ghanaian. Omampenyi Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo onimana. Obeti say waka che and say wonwan kasa de abetu dwa. What say registration e koso no. Am say won hu sa video no so. Memfa ma na bo.
Yeah, Hana.
Nanado ka say election a ye no won hu say registration be bia koso tot obi eni wa ye si no kwan say
intimidation who say
so wo sa video no obetimi abo amai.
Yeah, I can search it.
Na banda for etie.
I can search it.
Na Volta region for etie. Central region, Jumako for etie. One more prepare. Our comes maybe okobo to no etie. But you see, it is not something said Omampenino Ashada and also Unimu. That is the message. If you are dealing with terrorists, when we leaders, when they get the opportunity, at the point in time.
Okay, so
at
just
the point in time, at the point in time, Osama bin Laden, the world in general. Eka said they shouldn't be granting him any interview because when he get the opportunity, not granting interview, no, he says certain things that one more terrorists, and it's here. Exactly what Nanado did. Inti Juma mo ye na mo sisi amount for me who say a ye parent mon kwaso enye mon twaso enye. That is what he meant by bibia kwaso toti. And they understood it and they continued it. When we say omashemu yavanze omashemu kina. Ata say omo akiri omo ho ye ni omo ya ye intimidate amanfo be kasa ye Ghana enye say ye ni na ye nuanom omo ye ni omo pe. But you see me wahai John Dramani Mahama has made it very clear and has said he believes in peace. The ordinary Ghanaian knows John Mahama stands for peace. Indeed, we can justify it again when in 2012 Asante Hene Otumfu Efre obi abetina ho se momma ye nyina ye nkambo mu na ye kwa election no a ye nhyehyɛ ye nyina ye bedi atomu. Everybody saw what happened. Omampenyi Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo resisted. It took him time to agree say obeye. Indeed, ye we election no okase wompeni. He went to court. There were demonstrations. And then biom na ye nka nkyerɛ say obema wonso wate ase say asɛm a NDC for ka say our democracy is being threatened by violence. Omampenyi Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo e dey aba omani mu no. Then biom na work afa ho. And let me ask you, why do you think the MP before will resort to violence, intimidation, and attack? Because omu faili. Electoral Commission and the figures need to da. Baby omu catcher and say no human being lives there. Eba ne say no mutiminya 20,000 votes in the kikahu. Eke 2,000. And we more register more than near 2012 registered him. Omo register keko omo register no wabrea ye nyina ye di tumu say your borders ni ya tumu nyina even before they know ever started registration no ya tutu borders ni mu. You win so na catch and say foreigners register ya cover foreigners aba. Why mo and this is an insult to the security services no money and borders. Why can't they respond? Say yet the border hamo beba ye jay and no mu ma share borders na send a bear obi antimi fam emba. Na mumuti ho yam wade na mo be catch Ghana for say foreigners ya cover foreigners efi Togo ana Burkina na say Ivory Coast ebe wurem. Do we have such loose, useless security? We don't. Our security are serious, and they have justified their inclusion there. If you were in the Kika Huno, Papa ne woman, Yaban Wabaso,
Relax. This way, you enjoy.
Until I expect that the security will come out and state it clear. Now, if you are saying I'm found, say, we are that loose. Money and borders. If you have a catch and say, strange, the foreigners are back. Just to intimidate. Why is it that the beer NDC winning about one foreigners ever? Why is this so? And foreigners in a bar, Mesremi Busa, in Shisha Bang, and an Electoral Commission, any Yamrano aye. Yo Mrapong, your Parliament, almost Sembra, until my democratic. In Shisha, they two on the say, ye betrodi Akotua bar, Ghana for one kwana was over Chumudi. Into obi baby say into one Ghana ni nipa oya Ghana ni no nipa the laws of Ghana mrano I qualify this oya Ghana ni and yes say nipa oya tribe way citizenship is not by tribe. All right, let me land. It's very important I land on this. Yeah. One enti nipa mrano si oya Ghana ni nananom ni papa or no anaksa no ankasa wo ha 1957 before declaration of independence oya Ghana ni. Now Udi no to nchen ya yase edintro no so dan na emra batam e wo so free potemu a wo control side no e wo so free ho enti na wo kwa ye bisa telephone house number na obi eba na sasa no manyoma we wo bisa no na o ma na wo fi se enye papa emra no se yenye den file a challenge form enti mesrebe bisa challenge form na police soldier for no sign obana ya twitwi amanfo adi dem challenge form no mo feel wo. Is that not what the law said we should do? Ye butu law no akata so se wo ti Ghana wo ti hwe wo tie me ne na wo gidie pa se Ghana na ye wo man na wo pe Ghana kan kwa me sre me busa wo ne last day won register na yen nyina yen kambom na yen to aba and penny na do danko akufo say to me no constitution that constitution so that is the will and sovereignty of the people of Ghana. In 2029 in far would so forever we will change this about odi ye first guy kotoku baako ensuo grawa mienu na do danko akufo do nko atena se no where ye be yi no efiri aban no. Okay, inshallah.
All right, so yeah, pon so that's in voice be ma. Mama no am kan chem say me yen yimu say we as kan idi ada na se boa and anya ida I think
never ko e me de pa de say ye tro ye nyina ye tro ye din wo abato ho and registration no sa sentiment mo anaga na nyina ajimia kakra bia ama sumdwe aba ama obia so nya kwan me te say obi wo ho a opeso show ni din a obeko registration center na be ka che say unye say ti ko obia e wo kwan so obetimi akwa register the match say ahanso aso ase so no any asokori man so registration no egusu pepepe na kupo any eda na se eno ni titiro asema ye hia se bako ye any asumdwe.
Okay, so now Kumasi. Either other.
Na amampo di dem. Na asabe ma making na order hospital.
Ashanti.
As at the time okasa.
Menyo na
men kasa me say onti. Me say me ti asema
okasa. Enti onti ya for so by force onti.
Debio. Why ka tell? What?
Why there?
Asema okasa so okasa asem de esi asem so.
Ashanti.
Okay, say asawasi ono mama mo drobium. That is the message. Adia omoye wo hono say ono what say bibia akoso 30 no.
Yeah.
As I was here to bibia akoso ye no.
Yeah.
According to plan on one plan, you don't allow them to register.
How?
I mean, what else do you do? Because mama evidence say did that or more did them. I was say there were several videos I watched as I was here and betray and say you say nidindi tanku inti yeah man and throat nidin because on your garden you're taking to your vetting committee, you know, and I first committee is saying committee no more electoral commission
review registration review
committee. Ah, woman nyina okoyi ni din eye bibia chese yede ne card assignment no biom ohun he saw just yesterday making kind story bia na journalist bia on GH1 o sadan wono so kwaya ye say wan katwi e wo honti MPP for say on ye garden into omo protest. I mean, it's fair and good. That is the issue. If you say ye bibia sure protest from no mano, we will encourage everybody to do that. But that doesn't end there. You might protest and so you can't card amount until you could do awesome. Would it be my name or card amount? This Nanado don't talk about the catcher and Crawford or Mungo idea we. Baby, what's the idea? Yeah, no, I
made us
a pro. There's a person coming out to a pro no moodino.
Made us
a man, Yanko.
Nancy, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but your friend say.
Maybe John, me did the offer make a selfie new print station cycle.
What for you?
Yo, I don't know about what you are power, but you are born my Ghana. I mean, Shah, one of us are a grasser. And me, Mr. Adumakus, doctor, or any associate, and me, Mr. Banquayabwa. And me, bra. Me, bra, Nanzu, better when you know, or Casa, you know, we didn't be as a 2 hours at 3 hours. When the man come one message, yeah, was it for my president, Mamma, no bad, dear, no, by my. And one attack, and another, Just say, mean to me, who mine another Lancasa Yamebono. 2016, move on, do more than this, but still, can't afford to Abamano. That time no more Lotto case called Ghana. As to Ghana, Punya, and Gideon, at Abamano. I may have 2 months, but they are not to obey and obey. Obey to an quacker, Mamma so bad, and some children, I say, Mamma, Mamma so bad. Uber Juman, what we see, I was may know what you pay, Monsieur Uber Jalka. I'm that. Me, I'm saying, Raddy, no, I do one book was so indecisive. One got to win man. Now, Mr. NDC, give a plan and what foreign nation. Mr. Sam was cycle, most of my overhead, while baby I'm overhead in it. Why so better go for big me? As a game, Akodoswa, and one Maga, Burkina Faso, and one match, and one match, of a car was cycle, who said, Mamma, yet overhead. I don't know. We say about the JK. One who by Bia say, yes, MPP Nibi, and I send this DBC, MPP Nini Power, any baby, or a foreigner. This NDC in Kuma, Nagana for one, yet went to a man this yana. Who didn't want the person on which I say Ghana for 12, just NDC Nagasano. Say, me not a foreign perspective because I prefer Burkina, Niger, Togo, and Abisiano, we have a fight no Ghana. Jebesromo. A human and not born, any who some of them in your one, and I have say, again another the other, almost didn't education, and this woman and young for more, so still I'm going to criticize. I don't know. The fact that sugar factory, almost my sugar factory.
Medasi, now being back Kakrana, Yanko. Hello.
I was in a Michel.
Yeah, Niana.
I was in Patonia kitchen.
Mamma.
And my for our commission and lawyer John Kuma and I my money. Are you winning? Mamma Cabani Mamma, only say on Crana Semno, no our voice. But Mestre say Yankasa will follow and I yen Yamwa because you wouldn't say free and the Unicano, maybe we both will say and Yadi Papa. And you say, oh, what can I say not to a quality to Nasa Cranaco, Nasa Cochen Bibi, no one not who said, the 10 and Yapa will be the Crackers and Yapapa. The Oliver Barnett and the Awful Pacho, Aquasi. Me sheni ama mienu akwasi unim do man kukuru o ofa wa oku badu krum we do wa fa right kuru e fro badu your friend dey adimam krum me ko me papa fu o na say ya na me di ha no me ko me dru na di point to ho hye bebre me ko gina wa watch makoma 6 o mu fi bawuli o mu na mo be twu o mu so mo baga na be twu mu di na kasa na no mo kana be ti bawuli no na di point to ho hye na me ko bisa na mu kasa na bisa o mo say ubi ana kofo mo say omomra metru mutini no wi a do mo koto egbo mo sua motor repair na me ka chere say
dia mo ye ne e dangerous so wo wure kurum kwa na se sebi obubu kuma obusia fo hu ansa na nkrofo no tira me bisa se ya ye ko fo mo ba ye bisa se Ghana yie ne yare hwese akwasi nkula ye ko trade school din ye di amampanyini na pipi fo se nkula no ko tro mu di school no ana ye ne binu so etietia se eni kwa se ye di machisi ko school ko trade ni ye di ara be ko Ghana fo mana kasare mo nso no obi ko tia se sankula no me ye tro mu di but ye fight say foreign na me trade ni ah we ho papa me ko mi ko tra ko di ba ya mo so crusade tia kutuo ti bese akwasi manya karanteda ye konfom na mo ba ye humo to fo na ye gena ko se akura kwante manya bi da me plan manya na bisa se me amakotra wate anyi kasa ate musika sa no ye manya bi tra o modern 8 years ana be tibiti sakasa ni mi ni na papa ba wonti fo sisi musidi awi manya bi da.
All right, may that say mami fa obi no so nka kakra. Hello.
Me wa fa akwasi ABOAGYE the darling boy.
I say
Nyago fo adom me ho ye papa.
Champion you.
Media the champion of City Adams and Free Asamai. Incoming MP offense of honorable a champion, aka Stone Cold and Kinkers near Command and also for Mongra and Seno. Namentia and Ampim. Tama Joes who are Sama Metiano. Mebra Penny, Yamin Srao, Oje or Magana, who now like so baby Obiano, Yame assume the Encano, because why I brand to be an annual to be papa and annuati. Watching be a book with Salibianu, you are no Kama, a large Nazru, Yamin Srao. And this year, the papa, open Kakra me first can say. Your former president, Mahama, Jane and John, or the Noba.
You enjoy listening
Jane and John, Omuba, open your former president, Mama, and a cardinal Koya, you know. Cardinal Koya, you know, was it Mampania Kufa, the Watanasu 8 years, and Watanasu 8 years. As some or customer be see as some so anything, or Mampania Kufa to buy 4 years a work channel. I'm telling you, say, a chance will be 8 years. How I gonna for your firm? Open or how the business say? Or Mampania Kufa to buy, young share, and Yuma. I buy with me create a Juma, and Kofonuman Woguno. A Juma Binidia, banks Woguno, radio stations Woguno. Open President Kufa to buy her tax, I buy a ward. Tax, Master Intimate tax you. And a human are by Jinas Wogunuma, and Ghana for your Koya, and I say a buy. President Kufa to buy in Nitia, a buy, they said an insayum, and was Ghana for some Mr. Montwabama, Ghana for you, so a yacht at Wabama. Yes, Wabama, but I any.
Okay.
President Kufa, I said the other Ghana for you.
Yeah, that's it. Now, be soon back kakra. Why? Ukakra na. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but your friend say.
But Mr. Cotti.
Yeah, Mr. Cotti, and you.
Yo, without ABOAGYE. Let me show you my power. Chia a lot in a spirit. Let me share. Then I pay the new work this and say. Minyanum a West 4. Dear Pa, no Mudia Nanado. And Nanado a prevent from registering. One the catcher Nanado say. A 2-4. That's 24 what they're gonna for. A boom was say MPP. UP tradition. Sati we always use from Mutrimu. So we are gonna and still be. Share this tribal politics. And yeah, then our MPP for start here. To come and come up Bresso. Your song Makemi who group Makemi who. So much of Ghana. MPP Nyanti assess. They are no more Ghanaian than any other tribe in this country. This might get into their head. Who now who see register for? Yeah, yeah. I say intimidation is free from. Who now see why you do ma? And why you be a bigger? If we are such a Saba, what this is what factor would yaba? One village, one Daba. Jenna is so. Nana do Jenna go who? Only say we're fairly gonna for about the top at Chow. And who never know you know. So that now we bunch of bottle back who been so open. It says I see about catching a for opposition, and yet the year who know. Who catch a better for say, oh, but the poor to mama, better for the And then we buy 4 years, we go to back up. But who go my friend Duma? Who go banks? One local go for Sika. Who say go for the Tibet Yao? Who go body so and I take so that who do what? Say the mama give more peacefully, no. Who remember the same peacefully? What to bring back the song, my Ghana? Now, one my president for Asabo can have been. That 2007, people delegate say, Mamu to a bad mode, yeah, it's always full of tensions. You have two president for right. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, that's it. My infant new chat to a cranny and for causing fancy and pay. Hello. 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 Yeah. Okay, into your now chat to.
Join away. You see, a more beyond Fabian. Dragwasi Yamamu, any of my power, Dimitria, Miami, Odia in Canada, Obia, and Eli Prima Kugu. Dragwasi, Yamubi, dear, Yanni Biako. Into the Bia, a cafe. Yenya, the any, my Ababesi, Maminchi Eli Prima Kugu, any John Drama, Mahama, you see me a Ghana for na Case, John and Jay for Ghana, Eli Prima Kugu for Domico Abena, Ebenecase. Babesi, I won't say. What's not Ghana? It's the brain. Ghana, you crying in democracy, and 28 good years. Yeah, registration. A mampany, Kufuor time, yeah. The lake of May time, yeah. John Mama time, yeah. Who the rubbish I won't say, they can't crow, Yama under the dispensation of what? The so called human rights activists, Nanado, a Costuana. Ama omampeni wetu yako kumasi mayebisa oso here nene pia nkoso sasa omampeni na nado ene ebu omana na nkrofo kakete na ebu omana se Ghana betane animal farm 2 legs good 4 legs bad nyama yako so nkan se sama mo petumi no omo sre you no omampeni na nado na odi ni nse tu ni nse bi de mepa Ghana focho se so omampeni na nado wa pass Ghana focho ye tumi nam kesi no di tumi na titi amanfo and then so go registration no ya ngurani we nkini ye we ya yesu unye Ghana nti ifo na Ghana fo omo tai se ni omo di ya amanfo enne no tumi dania ebe ha omo because ba wo futuro krofo hu omo asi o sani asan krofo na ebe hu no nti mo mu nyom adwen se de tumi amamo nti Ghana chom nti obi at me tan registration.
All right. Me that's it. Dear see, akwa kugu. The munyina si anope. Munya brada je mutie dwumedie ne bi mo amo friends no. Nyame hira mo papa. Ene ya we dwumedie no hanum se ne di AC. Ma me fa se dan fa ma mo amutie mo amode messages by ya dase. Na Kojo da mi ado ne Magero se ajima mo boa me hihye dwumedie de bre mo. Eda na se Freeman so boa ye to niama no epeti ewo ye Facebook Edimayen. Me sorry na DJ Bosco. Baba betoaso anope Ediamayen. Ya friend me Kwesi ABOAGYE.